block off. I ain't karate kidding. Bruce Lee, giving you double vision, no fear, no mercy. Gloves off, try and hurt me. You can't hurt me. You can't hurt me. You can't hurt me. Sweep the leg. Block off. I ain't karate kidding. Bruce Lee, giving you double vision, no fear.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a great week this week. Mine was kind of whatever, but hey, that's why we do this show sometimes, for therapy, right? Welcome to the Smack Attack, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time again. Let's talk wrestling. Smack Attack is back, and let's talk about last night's SmackDown. We have contenders, pretenders, and returning offenders. I couldn't think of anything else that worked for the rhyme there, but glad you're joining me, Johnny E, and along with our Aussie Outlaw Jimmy T of the PWC, who will be joining us shortly. And we're going to find out whether last night was a Tulsa King or was there no love in Oklahoma for Friday Night Smackdown. So I'm glad you're here to tune in, join in, and chat in with the show of the people, by the people, and for the people, the Smack Attack. Yeah, I know. I just kind of wanted to have some fun this morning, come up with an intro, and do something fun. Because last night was in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And so, and I watched Twisters this week. So Thursday was our last meeting with our kids before school started. So we had a back to school bash. One of the local churches in the area paid for us to take our kids to a place here in town called Film Alley. And Film Alley is a bowling, arcade, and movie theater. And you can eat in the theater, all that fun stuff, right? So we got to bowl for like an hour and a half, got some pizza, and then went and watched Twisters. So, of course, No Love for Oklahoma is the big Luke Combs song that has come out of that movie that's been sweeping the nation across the airwaves. And then, yeah, and of course, Tulsa King is coming back. If you haven't seen Tulsa King, it's on Paramount Network. It's super good. Sylvester Stallone plays I still got grass on me. I mowed this morning and did yard work before hopping on the show. He plays this mobster that gets sent to Tulsa or exiled, as you find out, or whatever. So yeah, it's such a good show, and season 2 is coming back. So if you haven't seen it, go see it. So we'll see. Was last night a Tulsa King, or was last night No Love for Oklahoma? So let's talk, but let's have a little fun. Jimmy's on his way. I got a new mic stand because mine broke, and I was using my. So what we do, we have D&D figures, right? I don't know if you can see. There you go, right? And we just put them in these pill bottles because it's a great way for them to roll around and not get damaged. So they have a little bit of movement, but they stay tight. And if you really want to, you could take some cotton and put them in there and fill them up, the empty space if you want to. And if you want to, you can, of course, they're the safety, so you can take them off real easy, or you can lock them. So this is my Dragonborn fighter that a friend did, which is super awesome. Yeah, Cold-Blooded, if you want to check out Tulsa Kings, it's super good. Sylvester Stallone does some of his best acting in that show with that. And the reason why we went this route, Jacob figured it out, my son, because my other Dragonborn fighter, he's kind of limbless and he lost a weapon, so traveling around. So this was a great idea. Get a pill bottle that you've used, tear off the stuff, use it to hold your minifigures. It's a great way to go. So yeah, it's super cool. We got some good stuff to talk about today and this week. I think one of the things I think it's fun to talk about in general, and we're going to talk to Jimmy about this. Right, Cold-Blooded. Jacob, my son, uses them for spare parts for Legos, for sets. And so that way he can keep the spare parts with that Lego set. So if we decide to break down the set and sell the set, We can put them back in the box. We can store them. We can put them in Ziploc bags and, such like that. But then the spare parts can go in the bottle and they can stay with the set too. So yeah, like there's a lot of really neat uses for, pill bottles, that you can use them for, so it's a useful little hack or tidbit if you want to save some money and you don't want to use Ziplocs. It's sturdier than Ziplocs for certain things and certain size things. So, just be careful when you travel. Don't put like pills or powders in pill bottles if you're traveling, especially like through the airport or other places where you're going to get security checked. They don't like that too much. So make sure you're not doing that. But, other than that, it's all good. So I don't know about y'all, but like, have you guys, when you get on, like, say, YouTube or whatever, have you ever done this where you've blocked an ad and then you say you don't want to see it anymore, and then it's like you see more of the same ad and they're like, oh, well, it could come from different sources. I'm that way right now, and I'm about to lose my shit on YouTube for political ads because I block political ad after political ad after political ad after, because I don't give a shit. Both sides are corrupt and not working to do what they need to serve our Constitution. And so therefore I block political ads, but yet I see the same ad, even though they say, oh, it could, whatever. And I'm like, but it's the same ad. I've blocked it. I've said I don't want to see it. So in all actuality, does that like make the ad more relevant or want YouTube to want to show it more because you're giving it an interaction by even blocking it? That makes you question. And I found it interesting this week that both sides of the party now are using TikTok influencers and they're creating scripts for TikTok influencers to promote their agenda. But TikTok influencers on both sides have come out and shown like they had TikTok ads where they give them things and what to say, and hey, this is we want all anti-Biden or anti-Trump speech and da 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 and all that. And I mean, granted, I get it, you're paying for an ad, but at what point does your integrity have to step in and go, no, I'm not going to do that, right? So then it makes you question, now that you know that it's out there, how do you really know what people believe, right? Like, for example, how do I know that Jimmy T is actually a real person? How do I not know he's not a construct of AI? Well, there he is, right? Holy shit, he's here. He's arrived. There's the man himself. So, Jimmy, I was talking about how this week there was, influencers on TikTok have been shown on both sides of the party, either party for our political, country here, because there's only two parties here because we're stupid, how they're showing ads that are being paid for by both political parties, and they're giving them scripts of what to say and like be anti-Biden, only support Biden, only support Trump, all these things, right? So if you get that from both sides of the party now, like, how do you believe anything that anybody says? How do you know that's what they believe at this point? Like,
well, this is what you call the good old propaganda, John.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this shit is. And I mean, it's been no secret. We've all known this, and it doesn't just happen in the States. It happens all over the world, man. It is two of the same bullshit. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's pretty much two of the same thing. Does Trump or Biden even really have all that power? There's clearly strings being run, behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, this is from like the DNC and the Republican National Committee and the Democratic National Committee, which, because Biden's out now, because look, let's talk about how smart Democrats are. They knew Biden wasn't going to win, right? We all
knew that. All of us knew that.
We're going to get through the primaries, and then we're going to say, Biden is going to, you know, heroically step down. Right now, all of a sudden, people,
which he did
the week before, after the debates and everything, people were like, "Oh, you know, boy, he looks bad. He's terrible. He should step down." He steps down. Then everybody said he's heroic. No. And then instead of having an open convention, which you should do legally, right? And if you're the Democratic Party, the party for the people, because you're about democracy, you have democracy in your name. You're gonna go, nope, Kamala, here you go. Like,
Kamala.
no, whatever her name is, I don't care. I know it. The
Kamala Harris, but
Kamala, whatever. The magically
you know
black
what?
now, and said she was Indian, mostly Indian with a little bit of Jamaican, but now she's magically black. I don't know.
I hate that, dude. That
You're
really,
like, you know,
I remember that too.
She placates to that, right? Like, oh, you know, like trying to get her Southern on and whatever. Like, no, you're not Southern, woman. Please, you're far from it. You know, here's like, so those things are the power behind everything. They have all the money. They're the ones, like, if you're, whether you're local, state, or federal, if you get that party behind you, you're winning because you have more money than anything else. Like, I think a couple weeks ago, I don't know if you watch, you know, have you seen, do you watch any like gun tubers on YouTube, Jimmy, at all? Like,
to be honest, no, I don't, man. I know they're around, but I should maybe get into it a little bit more. But I know they're there.
Yeah. So Brandon Herrera is a guy on YouTube that, you know, he does like the Darwin Awards with guns and people, and he made his own like AK 50 cal AK. And, you know,
I've seen shows here and there, like, but very rarely, not for a long time anyway.
So he's a pretty big YouTuber, right? Well, he didn't like how his district was being run, and he lives in the part of Texas that is the 23rd district. It goes from the west side of San Antonio all the way to El Paso. So like, it's like a 6-hour drive for that whole area, right? It's massive. And, you know, there isn't a ton of people there, but he decided, I'm going to run against the Republican congressional guy there. The guy who is Republican had like millions and millions and millions of dollars poured in. Brandon had YouTube, right? And his supporters that way. And he went into a runoff with that guy. And then in the runoff, lost by like 4 points or something like that, enough to where they could trigger a recount if he wanted to, right. but he's like, nah, it's good. I was doing this to prove a point. And he's like, look, me with just being a YouTube idiot was able to do this with a guy who had millions of dollars. But the point is that we are just so locked in. Like, people have stopped thinking. They've stopped going, hey, what is this guy doing? What is his record, right? Like right now, like if you're running for Senate in state of Texas, you have Colin Aldred versus I think Ted Cruz or somebody like that. And like, people are going to vote down the party line. And Colin Aldred is trying to say, look, I'm Democratic, but look, I'm bipartisan, because he knows this is a Republican state. That's the only way a Democrat's going to win. Like, I like some of the Republican stuff of what you're doing. I'm Democratic because I have to be, but like, look how great I am. Look, I have a white wife, and I'm, you know, I'm like, I was a former NFL player and I have a white wife, and I'm bipartisan. Look, I'm bi. Right?
Oh, God, don't say that. That's going to be the new bi, bro.
Yeah. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Like that, look, I can say it right now. Somebody's going to take this clip right now, and it's gonna, like, in 20 minutes, it's gonna be on the Hobby Media Twitter page of me going, I'm bi, like, and that's it.
With no context, though.
And I'm fine with that. I don't care if it gets people to watch. I don't give.
You hear that, Kaz? Put that clip up with no context.
No context. I'm fine with it. Bring it, Kaz. But like, you know, it frustrates me that, you know, this is how we've gotten, Jimmy, in a society and things that we do that where we can't have conversation, we can't have disagreement, we can't have whatever, you know, and then when we get to this point where we have to vote for new people, why are we at this point now where we just go down party ticket? Why is it that we just do these things? You know, is it just because people are
we allow it, dude? Yeah,
we're lazy, right?
In some ways, you know what I mean? I mean, shit. It's all out. Look, obviously I'm not in the States, right?
Right.
But we're all privy all over the world how the American politics system works. It's not that much different over here either, except it's not as much of a hoo-ha, if you know what I mean, the way American politics is. It's like a huge deal, you know what I mean? But look, man, this has been happening for how long now? And it's all of our fault because we allow it to happen without even like batting an eye to it, man. You know what I mean? Even though we all know, everyone knows. Like deep down, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of ignorant people out there too that just have no idea what goes on. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of those. Heck, there's a lot of them people than people that think like us, right? So as long as that shit happens, and look, man, once Trump got shot at, right? You knew from that point on, right? That was it. It was done and dusted, bro. There's even Biden knew there was no coming against Trump now. Like after that incident, it was over. It was just done and dusted. And unfortunately, man, like, you know, people, especially, you know, I hate to say it because I love you guys, but Americans tend to love this type of shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. And look where we are now. You know what I mean? Trump is going to come straight back in and it's like nothing changed. You know what I mean? And I don't know how you do. The only way, look, the thing I do admire about you guys, though, unlike us, right? There's no chance you'll ever give up your rights to certain things like, you know, your gun laws and all that. There's no chance. You're never going to give up your guns. It's not going to happen. You know what I mean? Whereas us, we're like, yes, sir, please take them all. Right. You know what I mean? Take every single fucking thing off us. We love you, government. You know what I mean? And that I admire about you guys. Whereas us, I feel like we all talk and then we just fucking give in, bro. So
right.
At least you've got that for, you know, going, you know, for you guys. And if you really want, if you don't like something, you'll riot till you get your way.
Sort of. Because here's the thing, Jimmy. Back in 2012, Obama signed a law that changed. So we have here in the country a law called the Smith-Mundt Act, right?
Okay, what's that?
And it started in 1948, and it said it doesn't allow propaganda, right? And so he made some changes. He made an amendment to that act that says you can't allow domestic dissemination of government-funded media like propaganda. It doesn't repeal that, but it makes it easier for media to be produced by like the U.S. Agency for Global Media or the Voice of America and Radio Free Europe, and it's made available, right? So you can have some propaganda now created by the United States government, the State Department, things like that can air in the United States. The idea being that, this will be anti-propaganda because now we can, like, no, anti-propaganda is the truth. Like, why did that need to happen, Jimmy? No, you just present the facts. You say, this is propaganda that, say, Russia is putting out there about the United States. Okay, well, here are the facts, right? Like, why do we need an anti-propaganda? Like, why do I need to ease restrictions so we can allow some anti-propaganda to be aired in the United States? Fucker, it's called the truth. That's anti-propaganda. It's the truth.
Literally.
I don't understand. Like, why is it we're thinking these things?
See, Texans. See, that's another thing I like about Texans, particularly. I think you're the most woke state in some ways, right? Really, in some ways, I do think that. You see all the bullshit, right? Mm-hmm. I see a lot of Texans talk about shit like this, like everywhere. You all see it, right?
Yeah.
But again, one day I can just see it. Texas is going to separate themselves. I do see it eventually one day. Right. If you guys don't like shit, you're going to be like, you know what? Fuck this. We're our own country now. We get away from... I'm telling you, it's possible, man. With Texas, you never know, bro.
No, technically, we can't secede, right? Because then it goes back to Civil War. We don't have that legal... I mean, even though we were our own country, when we did come into the United States, it is in our Constitution and in our agreement with the United States as coming in from a country to a state that we can take the state and break it up into 5 smaller states, right? So...
Oh, really? I heard something about that, right?
Yeah, so we can't legally... secede, right? Like if we could, we'd be like in the top 20 for GDP for countries and
you are now, dude, as a state.
Yeah,
compared to the world, bro.
Military power and nuclear power, look, but
yous would be. I'm telling you, as a separate state, and I'm not talking about state in terms of state. I mean, state is in country,
right?
yous would be just as powerful in many ways as the United States per se, right?
United States financially and everything like that. But we can't do that legally.
Because of what happened back then.
Right, because of the
Constitution
War.
now. Right.
Well, yeah. I mean, legally, the Civil War, they couldn't do that. That wasn't legal, right? It wasn't. Right. So basically, it was sedition and treason. So the Southern states were so pissed off that they would rather commit treason than stay in the United States.
Right.
You're right. So, I mean, we have a history. This is how our country got
That's
started.
What I'm saying.
The Civil War has this. But like
I get that feeling too, like in many ways with Texas.
Look, we could do that. But here's the thing. We could split up into 5 different states, right? So, which,
wouldn't make sense though. Most of Texas are on the same page except for, was it Austin?
Austin's about the only area. Like
they're the only ones.
San Antonio area.
Right.
Yeah. Well, Houston and Dallas, Fort Worth area are
Houston's sort of all over the place, like in the middle, kind of almost, like in some ways, from what I see anyway.
Houston's a little bit in the middle. Dallas. So it's
more
very
conservative,
funny, right?
A little bit.
Dallas is more liberal. Fort Worth is a little bit more conservative, right?
Okay.
So even though, because we're like all this metro,
because they're close as well, right?
Yeah, like they're 30 miles apart from each other with Arlington in the middle, right? And I live 30 minutes west of Fort Worth, and so it's one of those things where we go, okay, Dallas is a little bit more liberal, Fort Worth is a little more conservative, and then everybody else is conservative around until you get to Houston. Houston is probably like 55-45 as far as that goes, and then Austin is fairly liberal, and it's a larger number, but it's not like majority, but still it's a heavier number with Austin, and San Antonio is heavier with liberalism and all that. But the point is that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You figure out what makes it work. You have discussions. We do all these things, and I don't know. Like Jimmy, it's a mess. But hey, speaking of money, and we've talked about all this money with the government, who's spending what? Let's talk about the money that NBC is paying a current WWE Hall of Famer. Have you heard about this, Jimmy?
NBC.
Have you heard about this?
I don't think I have.
Okay, well, NBC is paying current WWE Hall of Famer Snoop Dogg $500.
Oh yes, I did see that actually.
$500,000 a day to be at the Olympics. $500,000
I knew that
a day.
I've known that for over a week, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
And hats off to him, man. It's the SNOOP, bro. It's Snoop.
Right. Yeah, he has his own pin. He has his own Olympic pin, bro.
Have you heard his commentating, bro? Have you actually heard?
Oh yeah. Oh no. Like,
it's ridiculous. It's awesome, but it's ridiculous. I mean, come on, man. Like, geez.
Yeah,
And it's not. And I just want to say, speaking of the Olympics, I just want to apologize on behalf. I've been copying shit from every friggin' American under the sun. All right now. So, and yes, that Brad, I saw what you said. Don't worry. Right. I don't really want to talk about it, but heck, I'll say it now. I'm a better breakdancer, and you know it. All right. I know breakdancers in real life, man. One of my mates growing up is a fucking great breakdancer, dude. Right? I kid you not. And I think, what was the criteria? I'm picking these fucking idiots. All right.
Diversity hire.
What?
Diversity hire.
Diversity hire? Whatever
DI,
the fuck, man.
Baby. DI.
It's DI, yeah. But no shit, man. Like, how does it, if that bitch doing kangaroo fucking bullshit, all right? Well, I don't know what she was doing. It was just embarrassing.
The Australian B-girl, what's her face?
Dude, I don't even know her name. I don't even want to know her name, but goddamn it, bitch, get out, just leave, hide. I don't know what state she's from. Just don't even show your face. You've embarrassed a whole nation, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, and whoever picked her, fire yourself. Because clearly you don't know breakdancing. Clearly, you just don't, right? You just don't fucking do that, man.
Right.
I'm embarrassed as hell. So on behalf of all of Australia, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but look, y'all
straight up.
Y'all's been with you, but look, but here's the thing, right? There's always something. So. I don't know, but before the Olympics, I started getting into women's rugby because I started following this lady, Ilana Marr, right? She's an American sevens rugby player, right? And
getting popular sevens rugby, I've noticed, but yeah.
Huh? Yeah, but like she did
It's-
regular rugby too. But she
Okay.
kind of was in seven. She got into sevens and then got into regular rugby. She made the Olympic team for.
Does she play in an American league, or does she play like in Australia or New Zealand or England?
Like I've seen her play. Like she does stuff for the United States, so she's international. But I think she's.
No, I get you. But her club level, like, does she play
I don't know.
club?
I don't know if she's a club level like overseas or not, because everything I see her in, it's always USA stuff, right? So,
okay.
But like I started following her because she's hilarious, right? She's funny. Like she's like, oh my god, I can't eat any more bread and cheese because they're in France, and then also me, she's just hoovering the bread and cheese, right? And like she does, like she's an athletic woman. She's like 6 foot tall. She's built like a brick shit house. Like
well, you have to be.
You watch some of her doing rugby, and she's trucking some fucking chicks. Like, get the fuck out of my way. I'm going to put a touchdown. Like, she is trucking. Like, it's awesome to watch her play, but like her sense of humor, and she's pretty good looking too. On top of all that,
What's her name?
Alana Mar.
Up now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've heard the name. I've heard the name.
It's like
Alana Mar.
It's like
Io.
It's like IOA, like
LANA.
Yeah, Iana Mar.
That's a weird fucking way to spell it, man. Ma, with the MARR or say
ILONA MAHER.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, I see it.
Hang on, like her Instagram and TikTok are hilarious. Like I love, like she does this one where like, and like she's talking about like trying to find a guy.
Oh, she looks like a tank, bro. Is she a Texan? She looks like a Texan, bro.
No, she's not. I think she's Californian, but like
what?
Yeah. So
man,
like,
is she on steroids?
Nah, she's natural, dude.
It's just she's got she's got big arms, bro. Fucking hell.
She works like a fucking, tree. Like she got Jason Kelce.
She's an animal, bro.
She got Jason Kelce to support the women's rugby team while he was in France. Like, kind of like was it Flavor Flav is the official mascot of women's basketball. Right. She got Jason Kelce to become the official mascot for women's rugby. Like,
so she's becoming a big deal in the States suddenly. Not like you guys give a shit about rugby, but why like, her? Why is she like?
Because it's her Instagram. Like if she like she's talking about being in the Olympic Village and like trying to hook up with the guy. She's being single. And all that
God!
And so she goes, huh. So a guy told me I should like hurry up and move out of the line. So like I think we're gonna get married next spring. And like it's hilarious. Like she's super funny, like very witty, but like also really, she looks great. Like there's pictures of her.
Yeah,
like,
no, I see
dressed up and like, she rocks a backless dress and it's like, holy shit. Like, yeah, like I think she's down on that,
bro.
Yeah, like so she's got great personality, funny and as athletic as fuck, and like has done a ton to bring rugby to the forefront of American, consciousness because of that. It's stuff like that. Like no matter what, like yeah, sure, Australians talk shit about gold medals and all that in the beginning, and then but that's the whole.
Yeah, you motherfuckers like to change the goal. Dude, you moved the goalpost. There was one point, right, and the way Americans used to grade the medal count, right, because between both of us, we're neck to neck for most of the Olympics. Like we'll take over ahead of you, and you will go back ahead of us, and blah blah blah. Now you're ahead of us, going by medal count. But at one stage, we had a lot more gold medals than you guys, right? But so when that was happening, suddenly like all the American like networks were moving the goalposts, right?
We've always done medal count. We've always done medal.
Oh, you used to use the gold count, bro.
No, we always do medal count as the total, and then from there, look, this is why though. Yes, again,
doesn't matter. I couldn't give a fuck anyway. But
it goes back to propaganda because look, we know that based off of what we are, our medal count total is going to be higher. Will our golds be higher? No, not necessarily, but our total medal count is going to be higher on average. It has been the last 20 plus years. So
same here. We've actually
20 plus years
winning more.
Yeah, our 20 plus years, our total medal count has been our count because we knew, of course, it's propaganda. You want to highlight your country. So when you're watching the news, because you want that patriotism, right? So look at our total medal count, right? Yeah, don't pay attention to like golds and silvers. Like all the medals.
Fuck golds. Don't worry about golds.
Because here's the thing: at the end of the day, yeah, like let's say you have 10 golds and that outpaces everybody, but that's the only medals you have, right? Where everybody else has like 50 medals because to your 10, like
I know, but gold is the medal. You know what I mean?
Gold
really,
is the medal, but if you have the most medals in general, like you're a better athletic country overall.
Are you though? But it all depends on how many numbers you got too, though. To be fair.
Well, and like, does underwater basket weaving count? And
oh man,
like
seriously, half these sports is a load of shit. All right, come on, dude. I don't know why anyone would grow up, and I hope I don't get heat for this, right? But would you grow up? Think about this for a minute, all right? You want to be an athlete when you get older, blah blah blah.
Right.
But do you dream of becoming a friggin' relay runner?
Yeah.
Really?
Like, look, when I ran track and field, that was like having
I did it too during high school and shit, but for fun, not to take it that serious. You know what I mean?
Well, no, and I mean, my sister did it too. She did the 4x4, right? She did the everybody ran light, yeah,
right.
Because that was their goal. They wanted to win state, and they wanted to go on, and they wanted to be you watch the Olympics. Yeah, it's every 4 years we give a shit about track and field. Like we don't pay attention to shot put or javelin or anything.
Right, but there's world championships too. Like
we don't give
when
a
there's
shit.
no no one gives a shit. No one.
It's the Olympics that make it big time. Like a lot of these sports, we don't give a dressage, right? And the only reason why we care this year is because 4 years ago, Snoop Dogg talked about that horse doing a crip walk, and then
remember that.
This year, of course, it's thing because now Snoop and Martha Stewart show up dressed as if they're going to ride. He's wearing the full dressage outfit. I mean, and swimming, like nobody gives a shit about swimming.
Swimming. No, but swimming is a big deal in the Olympics, and Australia and the US are the two strongest swimming nations by a long shot. So there's a big rivalry between the US and Australia.
But again,
when it comes to swimming,
give a shit during any other time, right?
But who grows up to want to be a professional? Oh my god, who wants to be a professional fencer, bro?
Or the Turkish guy that does the shooting, right? That everybody's going nuts over,
Okay, at least that's shooting though. At least you know what I'm saying. But
it's the bro rolls in with jeans, a t-shirt, and a pistol. That's it, right? Whereas
and he's still still won gold, bro.
Yeah, have you seen the size of the targets?
That's amazing, dude.
It's a post-it note with a little.
They're sharpshooters, bro. They're sharpshooters, man.
Yeah, and the fact that this guy rolls in with his prescription glasses, no bullshit, and just go pop, fucking John.
He did win golds before, at the previous Olympics too. So this guy was the real deal.
And let's be honest, this was a mixed event. So him and his partner won silver. It's not just him. And his partner, who was a female, they got silver for this. But it was the story of he's a mechanic and he just does this for fun. And then there was the whole divorce situation. And he tells his wife, "I want my dog back." Dude, the fucking story is wild. That's what I love about the Olympics sometimes. You get these stories about guys who come out of nowhere, and you're like, "Where the fuck did this guy come from?" And you just got some real great stories of it,
But how much money? Could you make a living being a professional fencer or shooter, or when you really think about it?
I think if you live in certain countries, like say European countries, where some of those sports are subsidized, and
fencing,
for
example. Fencing. Yeah, maybe in France, for example, those
France,
types,
Switzerland,
more than Northern European countries,
right?
But definitely not the South. You know what I mean?
No.
Not where Greece is or Spain. They couldn't give a shit about fencing. You know what I mean?
I think it depends on the country and where their emphasis is. For the sports like dressage, right? That's British and German.
Yeah, well, no, but speaking of Britain, actually, look how big darts is in Britain.
Yeah, right.
Think about it, dude. They got fans like soccer fans over darts.
Yeah,
darts, bro.
Yeah.
Think about that shit. Darts.
Throwing a little thing at a corkboard.
A fucking dart. Yet that's not in the Olympics, but breakdancing is.
Would you say
why is breakdancing in there?
Is it more athletic than darts?
Well, yeah, I guess it would. I mean,
yeah.
Well, yeah, it is, right? But is breakdancing even a sport?
I mean, if you're going to count rhythmic gymnastics as a sport, then you have to count breakdancing. They're the same thing.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, no, you're right. If you want to break it down, no pun intended, it is the same thing. It's essentially,
moving choreographed to music.
Exactly. It's the same thing except just a different style, right? Instead of hopping around like a friggin'
to classical music, you're doing it to EM. What do they call it? Like electronic music.
EDM.
Little dead mouse or whatever. Like
dead mouse.
Yeah.
Fuck dead mouse. He's a dead mouse to me.
I don't know.
No, but really, like, there's some shit that just shouldn't be there, and breakdancing is one of them, in my opinion. So, again, like, remember when they were trying to make a play for pro wrestling to be in the Olympics? I don't know how that would have worked. Well, I mean, how would you do that? How would you do that? It's going to be still scripted, though. Like, imagine, right?
You would. Yeah, that's why you have Greco-Roman and whatever wrestling, which, by the way, former WWE star Gabe Stevenson, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Gabe Stevenson. You're right.
Gabe Stevenson was mentioned I was watching. So yesterday morning, I was working out and I was doing my cardio, and Ashley was with me, and so we were watching the Olympics on in the morning, and they were showing wrestling, and this guy Paris who was wrestling this guy, and they were talking about how Gabe Stevenson like made a run for the world after he got released from the WWE. Made a run and then decided, wait, never mind, I'm not going to do the Olympics. So this guy stepped in, and
he sucked.
He was inexperienced because this Mongolian guy just fucking like it started off.
Hey, Greece won bronze in Greco-Roman wrestling.
Yeah, but like what is it? He actually had the lead for a minute, but then that Mongolian just had way more experience. And
Mongolians are fucking good, man, at amateur wrestling.
They go hard at wrestling. They go hard. And this guy was, and it was the heavyweight division. So and this kid was good. He's just inexperienced, like you could see.
Right.
The guy wasn't rushing. And this kid started rushing. He got a penalty point.
Panicking and shit. Yeah.
And then there was a move. They're like, "What are you doing?" Like he could have just taken the step out. Right, and then come back to center and go to one-on-one. But no, he did. He fought, so then the guy was able to use that to get leverage to get him out. So he got something like 5 or 6 points for it. Right?
Wow.
So then he went. He ended up losing like 10-5 or 10-4, something like, because he just got run because this Mongolian all of a sudden just had him. He had his number because he knew he was way more experienced than the kid. So
yeah, they're built for that shit. I mean, like they love amateur wrestling, bro. Like, I mean, so does the US, of course. I mean, you guys have got a pretty storied history when it comes to amateur wrestling. But I just want to point out what Labrat said. 100% that will happen, Labrat, where they're gonna add video games, dude. No, I'm saying video games as a sport. Esports will be an Olympic thing in the future, guaranteed, bro.
There's no way. There's no way you can do that.
You don't think so? I bet you they will, bro.
I think this makes sense. He goes, if you're gonna do this, you'd have to score it like gymnastics and have the judges on hand, and then do like work rate and all that kind of stuff. Like
in the breakdancing terms, referring to?
Yeah, like to do pro wrestling, right? If you're going to do wrestling as an Olympic sport, you'd have to do it like gymnastics with the judges and how they view things. And did you tell a story?
Then it wouldn't be pro wrestling. Like if it was, that's what you call choreographed to a T. Like imagine like you performed such an elegant moonsault. You know what I mean?
Well, it's not even that. It's did you tell a story? Like because I mean, let's be honest.
All that.
Right. You did.
That's interesting.
So then you have teams, right? So it's the United States versus France. 2 U.S. wrestlers go against each other and then French wrestlers and everybody. And what's the story? Japanese, all that. What's the story you're telling in the ring, right? Like you maybe have a little bit of promo beforehand where you develop each other, then you tell that match.
But then it's unfair to the non-English speaking countries if you're going to do that in a way.
But if you watch, like a lot of times with some of this stuff, the judges have interpreters, right? So that that's not necessarily.
But and I know he's saying the hip piece they got interpreters, but I guess you can just watch them and anyway how they're delivering, even if you don't understand what they're saying.
Well, just like New Japan though, like right, I don't speak.
I know
Japanese. We
we
understand what's going on and we appreciate the match. Like that shows you the skill level of wrestlers when you can watch the match and go, I get what's going on here.
So then, who should be judges for that type of stuff? Should it be fans like us? For example, that doesn't discriminate. Like, do you know what I mean?
I would say you would need a pool of fans that you pull from for matches. You need like probably.
But you have to comb finely because there's a lot of trashy fucking fans out there too. Let's
veterans,
be honest, right? So
like I think you need like a former wrestler, right?
Oh, for sure,
who understands
definitely,
the fundamentals and everything.
Yep.
And then someone like maybe like a step up from a fan. I wouldn't say I don't want to call him wrestling journalist, but someone who covers wrestling,
like a Meltzer, say.
No, fuck that.
No, he'll be too biased. He'll be too biased.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Like, but like
New Japan will win every time.
Unless it's in Tokyo. And it is in Tokyo.
Oh yeah, that's right. My bad.
They get 11 instead of a 10, right? And because they're in Tokyo.
I mean, dude. I was gonna say, but then that's too much of a good segue into wrestling, though, John. If you don't want to talk wrestling just yet.
No.
Oh, well, let me go to a perfect segue. Fuck it,
okay.
Right?
Yeah, perfect segue. Go for it.
Well, did you see what he said about SummerSlam and Raw, for example?
No, I don't.
This past week.
I don't.
No, it was all over social media. Oh, for example, he thoroughly enjoyed SummerSlam and Raw, but then when he came to Dynamite and saw Cole Fletcher versus MJF, he was saying everybody didn't even... There was no match on SummerSlam or Raw that could touch them two. And I'll be honest, I watched just that match. Not because I wanted to. It just came on, right? And I was just looking at it. And I got sucked into it, dude. Which I haven't been. For no AEW match for a long time, right? And I'll take my hat. They fucking told the story in that ring. They really did. But you know what? It was the first match. I didn't need to watch the rest of Dynamite. Because nothing will top it. Moxie's... if there's different categories...
Yeah, right.
Because that's the thing. What categories? It'd be the fundamentals, though. It'd be story. It'd be like telling a story. Performance in the ring and work rate, right?
Yeah.
That's the fundamentals. That's what you'd have. You can't add any more than that.
And then like your storytelling, your charisma. Like, did you get the crowd behind you?
Oh, charisma is a big deal too,
like,
right?
Was it clear who was the heel, who was the baby face? Like, was there a turn? Did you perform a turn?
You know what? We might be coming up with something that could work in the future in terms of a show here, man. I like this idea, bro.
Yeah, it'd be neat. It'd be neat to say at least where you judge people, people on their matches and et cetera. Yeah,
I think that would be interesting for people, man, and it'd be good debating too. Like, think about it. Everyone would be debating like crazy, bro, over it. Especially if people think, no, he should have fucking won it or whatever, right?
Right. Yeah,
I could just see something. Hey, thank us later, wrestling. All of wrestling.
Yeah. Hey, TM. Trademark. All right, there we go.
And copyright. Fucking everything.
Yeah, all of it. Registered, whatever.
Registered, exactly.
Yeah.
TM and R.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
Right. Yeah.
Even though they're different, but still.
Yeah. Ooh. They would have to have a guideline like unlike Dave's rating. So if you fuck up, your score lowers unlike Dave's rating. Oh, no.
Yeah, if you botch it, it's minus 2 points.
Yeah.
Two points. Since we're in France.
Yeah. But like, I think, wrestling, and that's again, it goes back to the fact that is Meltzer doing that to get engagement, right? Like, is he just being a cunt because he wants to get engagement, right? Like, let's be honest. Like,
look, there's a bit of column A and a bit of column B. He's got to be, dude.
He can't. Like, right? Like, I mean, if you don't want to watch anything after a match, is it a good match? That has to factor in, right? If the show isn't good, but you have a okay, Emmitt Smith a while back when he was here at the Dallas Cowboys and they were real bad. He's like, we have some diamonds, but they're in with some poo poo, right? Like, with AEW, right? You have a one-off match every now and then that's a diamond, but the rest of it's poo-poo. Like, why do I want to watch if everything else is going to be complete and utter shit? Why am I watching? It doesn't.
And not just that. Sense. That first match in particular still didn't make sense because that should have ended the show. The way everything was done, it should have been the end. That's it. Period. Like, but instead it was the first fucking match. So how am I supposed to get interested now after watching that?
Right.
For the rest, because I know, like, there's no one's going to top it off. Like, no one is going to top what I just saw, which will make me extremely bored, A. B, I'll more than likely fall asleep, and then I'll be frustrated on top of that.
Right.
So
it's like... the match came out of the fact that Lance Archer beat the shit out of Will Ospreay, and Ospreay squeaks out a win, and then MJF comes out and sneak attacks him, and then Kyle Fletcher comes out to say, no, we're not going to do this, right? Because Don Callis, you're not a part of the family anymore, but that's my best friend. And he's almost crying about it, and
dude, he was crying. It was like he was dead.
Yeah,
and he's like, "I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry."
That's my best friend. Like
they are legitimately best friends. That's true, right?
But I know that. But
right.
like the way it came across was so cheesy and everything. So then we have a match, and then you're thinking, okay, this is a main event level match, right? If we're gonna make this thing. No,
man, they hit it out the park for real. They really did, man. They worked their asses off.
I watched some of the highlights from that match, and it looked really good.
It was like fucking good. I don't praise AEW, you know me.
Yeah,
but that I'll say it, man. I couldn't believe it. Like it was.
Look, Ospreay Archer 3 was great. You know, the week before. Like again, Tony Khan, what the fuck are you doing with Lance Archer? Like, why the fuck are you not using him when he puts on stuff like that, right? He's had, like, obviously him and Will have a history, and they've put on great matches. The very first one being the G1 in Dallas, which I saw live, which was fucking amazing, right? Like, watching him do that shit, like, was so cool to see it live. And then to see it again and again, like, I mean, I don't like, again, it's like, I don't know.
Dude, did you see the Comic-Con with AEW by any chance?
No, I didn't know they were at Comic-Con.
Oh my god! If there's a video you got, wait, maybe I can, dude. Everyone has to see this. This is the most ridiculous fucking shit. Actually, even if you can find it before me, go ahead. Okay. Right, but you got to see the way TK is on that shit, bro. Like, oh my god, bro, it's embarrassing.
I see there's one. It says, for the Jazzwares panel. Okay, let's see. Tony Khan and AEW Superstars arrive at San Diego Comic-Con.
Bro, it is the most embarrassing bullshit I've ever seen in my life. Like, cringe. When I say cringe, yeah, exactly, cold-blooded. It's a beautiful video. It's a
okay. All right. So kiss. Darby comes in with a pink jacket. I see that.
No, the one that with Britt and Banks, Manet. Sorry, Manet. That one in particular is embarrassing. Bad.
Okay, Orange Cassidy. Here comes Tony.
You got to get to the Monet.
Britt Baker.
Part. It is absolutely beautifully pathetic.
Will Ospreay.
Ospreay is a character in this. Him trying
Tony
to like
Storm.
Act like this is all legit and shit is ridiculous. Even Swerve looked like a friggin' idiot in this too. But bro, Khan himself. I'm telling you, I don't know how whoever was watching that.
Man, they cut it off before Mercedes Moné came in. So.
No, bro, no way. You have to see that. It's that in particular.
Okay.
Only.
Let me see. All right, because I'm going to find the full 22 minutes.
No! Don't play the full. No. Wait, no. I'll find it.
I'm gonna.
Ridiculous, bro.
Okay.
Absolutely
I
ridiculous.
See Mercedes video.
Right, just
her figure.
Here we go. I found it.
Shit. Oh, you found it. Okay.
Who are you talking about? What do you call it? This one goes for only a minute. I don't know if it's exact. I saw a bit longer, but it doesn't matter. It's good enough. So I'll share it if you want.
Yeah. Bring it.
All right, give me a moment. Let me just share it from where we are. Where am I? Hold on. Sorry about that. There I am. Let's present this shit. It's so embarrassing. All right, here we go. Can you see so far? Can you see my screen? Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's up.
Here we go.
Put the man spooky right now! Ladies and gentlemen, Owen! Book it! Do it, Tony! Yes! For weeks on AEW Dynamite every Wednesday on TBS, ever since Forbidden Door, you see Dr. Brett Baker and the TBS champion Mercedes Moné going at it, arguing. I'm sick of it. Let's go, baby. I'd love to see that match. August 25th, at Wembley Stadium in England, at AEW All In for the TBS Championship. It will be Mercedes Moné versus Dr. Britt Baker.
How off his face is Khan look, for fuck's sake.
Who's in the fucking Bane match?
Oh, that's Camille.
Oh, is she in AEW now?
Yeah, as what's it called? No, but you know what? There's I don't want to see this. Sorry about that.
It's Denise
I hate Salcedo. No, but there's one from our very own Vince Russo, which will get you in tears, bro. Like seriously, that's the one I saw. You'll fucking laugh your ass off, dude. Everybody will laugh. I'm sure maybe some of our here it is. This is fucking hilarious, bro. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I'm just gonna go to about say here. You're gonna fucking laugh. This is hilarious, bro.
Wait, hang on before you play it.
Yep.
Make sure this is a fun plug. If you want to find out live what happens, pause it, motherfucker.
Oh, look at the way I paused it.
Yeah. If you want to find out more about what Vince Russo has to say, you can always listen to Channel Attitude, and you can subscribe to the brand and Channel Attitude to see what Vince Russo has to say about all things AEW and WWE. So make sure you're paying $5 a month to listen to Channel Attitude and the brand. Vince Russo's the brand to see what's going on. Did you like that little look? We should be doing be getting like shit from fucking Casper and shit like that, so we could be reading on the air, like, you know.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, Blue Chew. Fucking Blue Chew. Let's go, Blue Chew.
You hear us, Blue Chew?
Hey.
But see this, look at this still, dude.
Like, why I get it's Comic-Con. But why the fuck are you coming out as Poison Ivy and Bane? Like, they weren't in the same. Okay, well, sort of in this, but that version of Bane was not in the movie with Poison Ivy. Like, it was a different version. Like,
John,
what?
Do you really want to know why?
Yeah, please tell me, Jimmy.
Because of AEW, bro. That's why.
Because AEW.
That's simple as that.
Yeah.
But look at this.
Wait, and I thought Britt was suspended and like had to pay a fine because of the stuff backstage that happened between MJF and Alicia Atout and Britt Baker.
Oh God, that's even more cringe. Well, yeah, she is suspended, but they're still going to make the match official. I mean, at the end of the day, what are they going to do? Stop the feud? They're already in the midst of a feud, and then all that bullshit happens.
AEW is a fucking dumpster fire, Lance. I'm sorry. If you're listening, Lance, I'm sorry.
He knows.
But like, I know Lance doesn't like to talk bad about things, but it's a fucking dumpster fire. And Lady Frost, I'm sorry. Like,
I wonder what she thinks.
Like, it's got to be a fucking dumpster fire. Look, I have heard from sources who aren't there but are adjacent to there that it's a fucking dumpster fire. I'm not going to say names because I'm not that person, but I've heard it from sources who are not there but adjacent and know people there and stuff like that, that it's a fucking dumpster fire. That things are not told until day of because Tony's afraid of leaks. So trying to figure shit out is, a pain in the ass. Is the
coke getting you more paranoid, is it?
Apparently it's been that way for a while. Like,
well, check this out, right? Just quickly, right? He's hilarious.
Oh, come on. I need a GIF for that. Was it a GIF? I need that. I need a T-shirt of that. I want to wear that on my chest. Jeff, that is the best grab you've ever had since doing this show. Look, he looks like an absolute madman. Look at him. Oh my God, that is tremendous. I need a T-shirt of that.
Will Ospreay straight to the background,
bro.
I know, all of them. I feel bad for all of them. I swear it makes us.
Watch Sasha Banks sell this, bro. Watch Sasha Banks.
No, Sasha Banks.
What are we, 12?
August 25th at Wembley Stadium in London, England.
Watch the end part.
For the TBS Championship, it will be Mercedes.
Is Shad watching that? That's my boy. There he is. That's my boy. Is that what Shad's saying, bro, while he's doing his gimmick mustache?
Yeah, probably.
I'll fold it a little bit more just to.
Exactly.
Look at this. Wait. This part.
She's going to scream when he finishes talking. She would be reacting immediately if this pissed her off so bad.
What is Camille feeding fucking my name?
Everybody knows that he's.
I don't know.
And bro, why? Can you answer this to me, Jeff? If we really want to get nitpicky,
it would be a dildo.
Why would you
true.
ever have become a professional wrestler
if when the promoter puts you in a wrestling match, you're gonna scream?
Yeah.
No, let's be honest, bro. Should you have not found another profession, bro?
What about that freeze of Tony?
Oh my God, bro! This is
this buries Swerve and Ospreay, dude.
Yeah,
like seriously,
yeah,
it buries them, in my opinion, for even getting involved in this bullshit. Straight up, bro.
God. Oh my God, Jimmy, thank you for bringing ridiculousness to my life. Like, look. I think every week we should like have like ridiculous wrestling, something that's ridiculous every week that comes from wrestling, and we just promote it.
I'd love to do that. I think castrating the marks, what they do, right?
Yeah,
our very own Vince Russo, is fun. Would be fun to just destroy everything, bro.
Right.
Just be total fucking pricks.
Ridiculous, like anything. It could be an independent show that we find that's just like if something happens and it's really like that we like what was ridiculous this week in wrestling. Ridiculous wrestling. We're gonna have a little segment.
Oh, dude, don't. You know what? Let's do it for next week.
Yeah,
we'll both have our own fucking most ridiculous thing in all of wrestling that we found, and see if we actually match up. Even sometimes that'll be interesting. Yeah. Even if it's indies, even if it's an indie thing you've come across,
doesn't matter. Yeah,
doesn't matter, right?
It doesn't matter.
We don't discriminate. Yeah. But I think it would be fun just to shit on everything, just because. Oh yeah, Labrat's on fire, bro.
Fucking Labrat. Look,
what are they testing on him tonight, bro? What are they testing on you, bro?
Look, that is favorited for the day right now. Best comment of the day so far.
Labrat, are they testing on you some of that fucking some of that haha shit?
He's got that high quality shit today. Yeah. Oh man. The
100% Colombian, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, Jimmy, you didn't hear my opening. So
no, I didn't.
No, you didn't. So I gave a brilliant opening and you missed it. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Damn, what'd you say? What was it about?
Of course I didn't save it. So it's in the where is it? How is it like if I want to see the
we can do that.
The description you know what? Show. Wait, if I want to see
go to YouTube and go to How Many Media Group.
Okay.
And then go to the live section and you should see our show.
Okay. All right.
Playing as it is.
Oh look, it comes up first thing on YouTube.
There you go, as it should.
All right. I'm pausing because I can't hear myself talk. All right, you ready? You want to hear this time? Because this will be a good transition.
I want to, yes.
Talking for today for our main event.
Mark it down.
All right, here we go. Since you missed this earlier, Timmy, I'm doing this again for you. It's that time again. Let's talk wrestling. The Smack Attack is back and about to talk about last night's SmackDown. We have contenders, pretenders, and returning offenders. I couldn't think of another rhyme that worked, so we went with that one. Join the Aussie Outlaw Jimmy T of the PWC and Johnny E as they find out whether last night was a Tulsa King or if there was no love for Oklahoma for Friday Night Smackdown. So tune in, join in, and chat in to the show of the people, by the people, for the people, the Smack Attack. There you go.
Attack, bang, 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 bang. I like it. I like it a lot.
Look, I do it.
Speaking of SmackDown, I don't know. Have you heard the latest news? Actually, Johnson, you just made it. There's going to be another show actually right here on How Many Media Group channel.
But I saw a tweet about it. Nobody told me anything about it, but I had to see it on Facebook.
Oh well, this all happened. No shit. I didn't even think it was going to happen.
Shit.
Hey, it just got thrown on me like right then. Me and Ray were just talking. And then suddenly it's like, wow, how about we do a Raw show? But yeah, I like a Raw debuting. It was going to be on the 20th originally. Yes, Channel Attitude. I mean, Media Group. Actually, it might be even a YouTube exclusive, actually, possibly. Ooh. Because that way, it stays. It makes more sense. So, but yes, I mean, Media Group. And get this, it's going to be called I Like It Raw because, oh, baby, I like it raw. And it was going to start on the 20th of this month. But we've pushed it back to the 27th now. So look out for it, 27th of August. I Like It Raw with me and Big Ray Hernandez. Should be a good one, man. I'm looking forward to it, actually.
Why not just start it on like that first Monday in September, which is Labor Day Monday?
This is Big Ray's wanting to start then. If it was up to me, I would have started it right now, especially after this past week's Raw. It was actually pretty decent. I liked it anyway. So I was kind of hyped to talk about it ASAP, but yeah, apparently 27th.
Yeah, Canada Spaceman. I believe he still does.
Yes. And that's why we're thinking of sticking to YouTube so we don't clash, you know, with our boys in Bin Hamin and Vince Russo. So, you know, yeah, they still do it. The three of them with Stevie Richards do it week in, week out, and they call it the SmackDown Raw Review Show, obviously on channelattitude.com.
Yeah, so go check it out. $5 a month. Go check it out.
$5.
We are promoting the shit out of Channel
I know.
Today. So, what can I say? But hey, you're welcome to now Immortal Championship Wrestling Hall of Famer Ben.
You took the words out of my mouth. I was just about to say that.
Hey, we got a good job from Matt.
Hey, speaking of promotion,
who was a month late to go to an Immortal Wrestling show because he missed me by 1 month.
Matt, are you doing the creepy thing, man? You're always watching. He's always creeping.
Always feel like
hey, next time we do a show together, Matt, I'm gonna put the ESPN theme as your intro.
Sports Center.
I know it's Sports Center, but you know,
but
you still associate it with ESPN.
Look, it was cool to see Matt's sideline review of Ben's Immortal Championship Wrestling Hall of Fame induction and the match. He posted a video.
Did you see his promo?
Yeah,
that was great.
Super good. No, gotta cut the copyright music.
Damn it! You
right?
Man, come on, MSG, you can do something. You can pull some strings.
He can't. Yeah, but yeah, I like that. Look, there was a video that I felt like I probably had a pretty good thing on where he showed Blaze Haram jumping to the outside, and he's like, I don't think that's been Hameen approved. And I said he brought the Haram to people.
Haram. I like it. That's good. Very good.
Yeah. So I have my moments. Like
that's actually very good. I'm impressed.
So
for people that don't know what haram sort of means, it's almost like shame. You know what I mean? Like bringing shame.
Well, it was 2 points. It's doubling, bring the harm, the haram,
and the haram.
And the and the shame. So that's the double entendre of that. So
absolutely.
All right. So let's do this. Let's talk last night's SmackDown. I think it's time. We've gone our bullshit of talking whatever we want. So let's get into the main event tonight.
And we literally did talk about anything we wanted to. So
yeah, look, it's a good time. It's a good time. So last night, August 9th, 2024, we were at the BOK Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Hence my calling. Yeah, the Bach Center for Tulsa, Oklahoma. Hence my Tulsa King. Which Jimmy, you've watched Tulsa King, right? Have you watched Tulsa King?
Yeah, I haven't actually watched the whole thing, but I know what it is. Yeah, I know.
What the fuck, dude? Season 2 is about to happen. It's fucking good.
Is it really that good? Do I need to go out of my way to watch it?
It's really good. Like
I know it's gangster. It's like gangster related fucking family shit.
Yeah,
you know, like they're like mafia, just about like.
Yeah, it's good. But it's an interesting take on it, right? Like Sylvester Stallone does some of.
Oh no, I did watch it. I watched a few episodes initially. It's a bit slow at the start though, man, and then I just forgot about it.
Right, that's a hallmark for Taylor Sheridan shows, the guy who does Yellowstone.
Okay.
Yeah, right. That's kind of he builds, but when he builds, man, it takes off. I'm telling you, after about episode 3 or 4, it starts to really get going, and it's. But the whole point is you need to see all that to know where it's going to go. Because to me, Sylvester Stallone does some of his best acting that he's done in this show. It's really, really good. Season 2 is about to come out I think in either August or September. Man, I can't remember.
How long has it been? I mean, that's been out the first
over a year,
3 years ago, hasn't it?
No, I think Tulsa King came out 2 years ago.
It felt like during the Koof period.
Let's see.
I don't want to say the proper, word for the.
It came out 2022, November 13th, 2022.
Okay. Feels longer, man.
Yeah. So, when is the next release date? I know it was supposed to come out soon. It's got an 8.0 on IMDb.
Oh no, I've heard a lot. Man, that's why I started watching it, but then I forgot about it. Like I watched it to about.
September
I watched probably
15th.
3 episodes.
September 15th, season 2 is I'm telling you,
man. You know it's a great show too, though, man. BMF. Have you heard of it?
No.
Black Mafia family?
I haven't seen that one.
No, dude. BMF, man. Meech, Big Meech.
Mm.
True, based off a true story. As a matter of fact, his son plays his dad on the show. And
oh, really?
Great show, man. Great show.
I'm gonna have to
check out BMF.
Yeah,
it is a great show. But yeah, I'll get into Tulsa King. That's on Netflix, right? Tulsa King.
No, it's on Paramount Plus.
Oh, that's where I watched it. Actually, yeah, maybe. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
man, I'm subscribed to all these fucking things. I don't even know anymore what's going on and what's on what.
I am too.
It's bullshit though, bro.
I'm subscribed to all of them.
Wink, wink. I can't be fucked download. Sorry, excuse me. What did I say? I don't want to say it. I won't say it. I can't be bothered DLing.
No. I don't DL. I don't DL.
You just do the streaming?
I just well
legally.
I'm subscribed to all of these channels, so I get you. I feel you.
So do you have the YouTube cable sort of service?
No, I have a Fire Stick.
I see. Do they have a thing called Kodi on there by any chance?
No.
That's what I use. Kodi's good.
Oh.
Look into that. Every channel in the world, bro. Literally every single channel in the world.
Yeah. Hey, Revamp Wrestling has made it. Good to see you, buddy. And
yo.
All right. So anyway, we got distracted already. We haven't even started the show yet. And
let's talk SmackDown.
Tulsa, Oklahoma. Commentary is Corey Graves and Wade Barrett. And then we have highlights from SummerSlam. Jimmy, you want to talk a little SummerSlam about the fact that maybe, just maybe, I might have gotten some things right. Maybe,
Well, I got everything right except for one match, just quietly. And if you want to hear what I thought, and I'm sure you guys pretty much have.
Yeah.
Myself, MSG, as a matter of fact, also joined me.
Yeah.
And Dr. Jeff Littman and Brandon. Whoop.
Boy,
we did a review show.
MSG was on fire on that show, and boy, he was with Ben. And
Allegedly.
Look, he got I don't know if you've seen the rant yet when MSG fucking goes off on.
Yeah, of course, man.
All these people,
man, MSG's been killing it lately, bro.
I was behind you 100% MSG going, fuck yes. Like that was whoo, that was some fire. I love it. Love it.
Let's keep tooting MSG's horn. See what we're doing for you, bro. Flop it out, Matt. Just flop it out.
No, but it's legit. Nothing he said was wrong. Nothing he said was incorrect. Everything, but I love
absolutely.
it. Because it's legit when MSG gets pissed, right?
I love it, man. I love it when he's pissed.
Super chill, but when he gets pissed, it's fucking real. It's about to happen.
Dude, did you see him on the Friday locker room 2 weeks ago? And what he had the best fucking rant of all time, bro, in a long time. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Go check that out. 2 weeks ago on the Friday locker room, he killed it.
Go check it out. If you haven't seen it, go check it out.
Killed it. And when I say killed it, I truly mean it, man. He said exactly how we all felt, just didn't have the balls probably to say it like he did. And
I'll say it. Look, fuckers are.
And I've already told you this privately. You hear it again, Matt.
I'll say it. Fuckers are,
I take my hat off to you for saying what you did because you killed him, my friend.
I agree with you, Matt. 100%. These fuckers need to get off their ass, stop being bitches, and stop backstabbing shit. Hire the man who has an idea of how to structure who went to improv school and knows how story and structure works and can pick your shit up and make it better just by by having him on your roster and go, no, this doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Don't do that. Do this. Think about this. Work this. What the fuck are you doing? If you want to have look, you don't need to have a bigger budget. Hey, Impact, you want to be relevant? You want to be hire Ben Hameen to make your stories better. AEW, hire Ben Hameen to give you some fucking continuity and make your stories better. And maybe just have your characters be the character off the fucking screen as well. And maybe, just maybe, trim that fucking roster so you could tell cohesive stories. Oh fuck. And I think the fact that Ben Hameen made the Immortal Championship Wrestling Hall of Fame, I think it's legit, because the month before I was at Immortal. great show. They're a great company. They put on some good wrestling.
Hey, Immortal's one of the bigger ones in the Northeast, bro.
And I'm not saying that because they brought Minoru Suzuki. I'm not saying that because Triple D was there. I'm not saying because I met Mike and I got to hang backstage and they were super cool. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying that as a person, as a fan, watching the people who interacted, watching the passion they have for the show that got put on, watching just the smartness of the fans, watching everything that went on in the locker room backstage and how they worked as a team and worked together. Everybody there. The fact that they were like, hey, yeah, like, what do you think about this when I was helping Triple D produce something backstage? Like, I'm a jackass from Texas who does a wrestling podcast once a week. And I'm just here with him. I shut up and listen. But then when they ask, well, yeah, maybe you do this. That would be cool. This is a cool spot. Maybe right here. This fits your vibe what I'm getting, what you're going off, because I don't know a lot of these guys and what their gimmicks are. And but the fact that they were super cool and open and talking to me backstage and stuff, like you can tell
you know, John's who you know. Remember that.
But like that, but also too though, that says a lot about your company by the way your backstage is running, the way that you interact with people and everything along those lines. So the fact that Ben Hamid is in this Hall of Fame for a great company, right, should say something. And why, like, I don't know. I agree with Matt 100%. I'll say it too. Like, I think they're all horseshit, chicken shit companies if you're not putting that man to work backstage, you know, to help clean up your shit.
Unfortunately, too, there's a lot of politics involved too, man. In this,
which is bullshit.
I know, and I don't even want to say, like, you know, unfortunately, you know, look at AEW, right? They're fucking Russo haters, right? Like, look at it like that from that perspective. That alone is enough said.
Which
you know
is
what I mean?
Stupid. Look, regardless of whether you like them or not, you have to look at the results of what Vince Russo did. What did Vince Russo do?
The facts are the facts. This is what pisses me off, dude.
You know, like, if you're AEW, you get pissed at Vince Russo and Eric Bischoff and all these other people who call you out on your bullshit because it's bullshit, because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. And instead of going, hey, can you give me constructive criticism so I can learn how to be better? Or even Ben for that matter. Like, can you get, like, no, you're going to shit on them. You're going to tell them they don't know what they're fucking doing. Who the fuck did you beat? What do you know? You don't know shit, right? Why? If you want a better product, if you want to be better, get your head out your own fucking ass and be better. You know, I mean, we've seen that with Triple H.
That's why wrestling is backwards, bro. Exactly, you're right. But wrestling is so backwards in terms of the political struggles, right? For example, just being associated, like even us being associated with Russo and channelattitude.com could probably like get us heat for, say we wanted to work for WWE or AEW, right? Oh, you guys are part of Russo's brand?
Yeah.
And
we're better than you, so you know it. That's why.
But do you see what I mean? And that's the thing about wrestling, man. It's like you and I being tag partners, say, right? In wrestling. But, you know, I'm the troublemaker and I'm always causing trouble, right? But you're going to get that heat because I'm causing trouble. Even though
you're always late and I'm always on time and you're late.
Right, but you'll get that heat because of me, though.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? Which is unfair, which is totally unfair because you're the perfect one, right? But unfortunately, if one of us fuck up, we take on each other's heat, right? And unfortunately, it's kind of that bullshit, even in terms of like what's going on now. And you know, they could do more to bring in Ben, but it's just all these bullshit politics in pro wrestling. And I don't even want to get even deeper into it because, like I said, I don't want to mention names. I don't want to throw anyone under the bus. But all I'm saying is, the heat is real. You know what I mean?
Like Pierce and calling everybody out on their bullshit down there and fucking just going to town.
The Australian, well, funny you mentioned Pierce. I was on his show actually just a couple of days. Oh, you saw that? Funny. But what he said, like what they tell me about the Australian independent scene, right? And I've met a lot of wrestlers from here through him, obviously, right? And they all tell me the same thing, bro. And I can tell you some stories. I shouldn't say it. I'll tell you off the air. There's no way I'm going to say it. It's about certain wrestlers that are in, you know, AEW and whatnot. But the point is, the way they describe to me, like they're saying, dude, you don't want to even get involved in the Australian independent scene. They think they're that fucking top shit. See, to me, I'd laugh at that, man. It's like, really? Who the fuck are you? There's some good big ones here, right? Like MCW, but even them, they'll tell me stories about them. And yeah, look, wrestling and just the whole wrestling community worldwide and the bullshit. Like everyone, the way everyone does things is just so pathetic, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's pathetic. It's like, grow the fuck up, man.
Yeah.
All of yous. You know what I mean? All of yous. You're not a fucking suit. I don't care who the fuck you are. These guys think they're like some big names. You're not in fucking. Who are yous, man? Especially to you guys in the Australian independent scene. Go eat a dick, please. All of yous.
Yeah. But again, sidetrack, because if you want to listen to SummerSlam review, go listen to Jimmy and Matt and everybody.
It was awesome.
It was a great show. It was a great show. I enjoyed listening to it. So
it was impromptu. It was originally meant to be just me and MSG, and then suddenly became 4 of us at the last second, man. So yeah,
hey, that's what she said. A little 4-way.
Yeah, oh yeah,
yeah,
baby.
It was a SummerSlam game. Anyway,
allegedly.
So we have his highlights from SummerSlam, and then Cody's music hits, and everybody, what do you want to talk about? And of course, the next thing is the Bash at Berlin, and him defending his title. And as he starts talking, Solo comes out with the bloodline, and Solo says he doesn't care what the fans want to talk about. He wants to talk about SummerSlam, and if it had not been for Roman, he would have been champ, and he'll get a rematch for his title. And he goes, he says, "Well, it's because of you, Solo, that Jacob Fatu is injured, and that he's cosplaying." I feel
so bad for him, bro.
Dude, that looked rough. That looked real rough.
Like, a lot of people saw it, right, but then thought, "Oh, he's probably just selling it." Even I was falling for it. Maybe he's not injured, but he legitimately is. There's pictures out there of him in a moon boot, bro.
Yeah, his shin. He hit that thing with his shin, and it looked bad. I
don't know what this means and how long he's going to be out for, but I hope it's not long, because it's unfortunate for him. Just as he's got in his break, he was killing it, and he became tag champion, and then this unfortunately happens. But it happens. Yeah. It's not ballet.
Yeah, it's in ballet stuff too. I don't know if you've ever seen ballerinas.
Yeah, I have actually.
When people say that
ballet ain't ballet, all right.
Like, have you fucking not seen ballet? Like,
oh man,
ballet. You're right. Goes hard. They go hard.
They go.
Like,
they go.
Yeah.
So, have you seen their toes, bro?
Oh my god, their feet.
It's bad.
Yeah. Go no. So the Bloodline get on the ring, and they're ready to go after him. And then here comes Kevin with 2 steel chairs. He gives one to Cody, and they back down, and they're going to deal with Cody later. And then we get back. Cody and Kevin start talking, and he says, "Hey, I'm gonna tell you this, and you're probably gonna say no, but basically, he says I want to face you at the Bash at Berlin, and people are saying you deserve it, and he's like, no, I'm not worthy, and da. And so he doesn't want to do it.
You find that weird there, dude, that he's being like that? But you know what? I would say the same thing. You know why? I don't want to lose it, Cody. Fuck that. So I'm not worthy. I don't want to have a championship match.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. Like,
why give him pity? You know what this is going to lead to, though? Owen's going to turn heel again because of all the pittiness. I think, yeah. He's going to get all like, well, you feel sorry for me and blah, blah, blah. And like, what am I? Just a fucking, charity case, basically? Like,
right.
It's got to be leading to something like that, surely.
Yeah. Like, I will say that Cold-Blooded is pretty damn cool to say the Guerrilla of Destinies are WWE Tag Team Champions. Something.
That would be cool. But I think, but the thing is,
if it would have been 5 years ago, that'd have been cooler, but
you know how much better would it be if they come out to Guerrilla Tactics, though?
Oh my god, yeah.
Can you imagine that? Yeah. Or the newer one.
Yeah.
And he's like crawling to the ring like a snake. You know what I mean?
With the helmet, or
with the helmet on.
Yeah, or the face paint. Like
that'd be awesome, dude.
If it would have been 5 years ago, it would have been even better. But and look, I hear people shitting on Tonga Loa and like, oh, he can't hold the belt right. He can't do this. I'm like,
you know what? I saw that on social media, and then when I saw it on the show, because I watched it after the live fact, I must admit that was kind of weird the way he was holding it. Not that it matters. It doesn't matter, no.
Like, why?
But since my attention was drawn to it because of fucking today's wrestling fans,
yeah,
I was paying attention to it.
But like, here's my question, right? Here's my question. It feels like he's become the scapegoat, right,
Yes.
for the bloodline, and everybody's just finding ways to shit on Tongaloa. Like, what the fuck?
Which isn't fair, man. It's not
I
fair.
know.
Like, come on.
Like, the guy has been a world-class wrestler for years, all around the world, and he gets a second shot at WWE, and he's doing it with his brother. How exciting is that? The Sons of Haku have gold, which Haku never had in WWE. So, like,
he was King of the Ring, though. That's why he was King
he never had a title. Yeah, but he never had a title. Never had a title.
Right.
So, let the people do their thing, man. Like, again, who the fuck are you? Did you take bumps? Why are you talking shit?
Dude, you know what gets me every time? Like how people say Cody's fucking title run is a total failure. Yeah, that's what's been going around too, yeah? Total failure. Total failure. Like, I mean, just... Do you see what I mean? Look, man, there's a lot of wrestling fans...
Why are wrestling fans the fucking worst?
Why are they
the fucking worst?
There's no more dummies in any genre of anything than in professional wrestling, dude. Just like I was embarrassed with this Aussie guy was interviewing fucking Paul Heyman, bro, right? It just came up on my YouTube, just, when you just let it sit there and random shit fucking just pops up. Yeah, this Aussie guy goes to Heyman and I cringed, bro. He goes, oh, this Paul Heyman, creator of WCW. Have you seen that?
I saw that video. And Paul Heyman
shat on him, bro. As he should.
Roast that fucker it was like that dude was smelling like barbecue after Paul Heyman was done.
Bro, as he should. And you know what? Zany's right. I was thinking the same thing, man. I could have sworn him and Andre the Giant, I think, if I remember correctly. Am I right, Zane? Was it him and Andre the Giant as tag champs?
But because somebody said the other day, I saw a picture of something that like Tongaloa and Tama Tonga did something that Haku never did, which was win title.
I remember. Oh no, shit! I was gonna say the same thing, man. Because for some reason it does come into my mind. It could be. I'm just gonna double check anyway. But yeah. But anyway, back to that, right? And did you see what the dickhead said? Oh no, I was only joking. No, you weren't. All right, you fucking weren't. Shut up. I'm talking about the Aussie, what do you call it? Reporter, whoever the fuck that idiot was. Was he a WWE Tag Team Champion?
It says he earned them with Andre the Giant, known as the Colossal
Connection.
I
was right. Yeah, the Colossal Connection. Okay. I was right. Or the Islanders. No, I don't remember with the Islanders, but yeah, I remember with him the Colossal Connection winning the champ belts. But anyway,
because I looked. He's won titles.
He did once.
Yeah, it was once. One time, Andre the Giant.
And it was around 1989, if I remember correctly. I don't know what year it was, but that's like where I remember 88, 89, something like that. Yeah. But anyway, that's not the point. Who cares?
My bad.
It was a short run. It was a short run.
Yeah, it wasn't long.
It was extremely short run. But I do remember them being tag champs. I just had to. Zane confirmed it for me though.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking to myself, I could have sworn they were, and I wasn't going to look it up. And then Zane said it. I'm like, I thought I knew it.
Yeah. You're right. So I mean, and I look right now. Like, is this? I understand Kevin being the bash at the Berlin opponent. All right, for this reason. All right, because you can go this route with it, right? You're starting to build Solo and Roman. Roman came back, right? So who honestly would you put in a title match? Because you need Cody on that card. If you're going to Berlin, you're going to Europe.
Course.
You need that main event there. You need Cody, your white meat, best babyface on there. Jimmy, realistically, from the SmackDown brand, who would you put on the card against Cody?
Well, unfortunately for Bashing Berlin,
is kind of is.
But they're not building properly towards it. I feel like they should have had this figured out like a long time ago. Like with this pay-per-view, whatever you want to call it, PLE. Like there's no meaning. Like at least with the only international shows that really mattered in a way was here for Elimination Chamber because they had WrestleMania. ramifications, right, with the Elimination Chamber, and the Saudi shows with King of the Ring, for example, particularly. All the other ones, including now Bash in Berlin, there's no real, like, what's the word? There's no real motive for things moving forward. Gunther's going to be the main event, you'd think, of that pay-per-view, right?
You got to be. He's got to.
You have to be, right? So with Cody, you're going to give it to Kevin Owens, right, as a petty fucking gesture. To me, it's petty. It comes across as petty, right? So other than Kevin Owens, who would you have? Why can't it be someone like... man, do a tournament if you have to. This is AEW booking, bro. I'm sorry, it kind of is.
Yeah. But
because they're just doing it for the hell of it. There's no real reason. That's why I agree with Kevin Owens. Why? He hasn't earned it, right?
Right. But I think
why should he be number one?
But that's what makes it more intriguing, right? Because you're watching kind of friends, brothers fight. You know, it's that kind of aspect of it. Then, but still too, you could still have that aspect of the bloodline could interfere and cost the match.
They will interfere 100%.
And so then it protects both of them, right?
That's exactly what's going to happen.
And that's okay. We know this. We know this is where we're going because we still need to build the bloodline thing.
Do you see the problem with that?
Oh, no, I
know what's going to happen?
I'm not saying it's not a problem.
Kevin Owens then suddenly is going to be like, I nearly had you. I had you. I was going to beat you, right? And then these fucks got involved and stopped, and caused the match to be a schmoz. Like it's,
but I think
to a no contest.
For Kevin, you have to remember, this is going to continue that underlying process, that underlying hatred towards the bloodline because they keep fucking with him, right? And so that's his anger is going to be directed towards that, not Cody, because they keep coming in, right? And
if you want to make things interesting, imagine him turning on Cody and joins the bloodline as some sort of enforcer that doesn't talk, but like he's that hurt by everything. Because if you notice with Owens and the story they're trying to tell you, he's got almost trust issues as well. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, even though he's helping out, but it's more for himself because of the bloodline, not really for Cody deep down.
But if anything, Owens has trust issues because Owens turns on everybody.
Right. Like, and what does a paranoid person do? A paranoid person don't trust no one because of themselves.
Like, I can see him being on his own, but not going towards the bloodline.
Think of a Sting turn. Like, remember when Sting became the Crow? And for 1 year, he didn't talk, but you saw him change from that surface Sting. Like, and it was a slow transition, dude. Like, he was still colorful, but his hair was growing out. His hair was getting darker, no more blonde. Suddenly, it was shoulder length, and then suddenly he was morphing. Like, and it was well done, man. The way they did it was so good, right? Like, he slowly morphed into the Crow, and he became the Crow because everyone turned on him thinking he was part of the NWO. But so then he lost trust in his best friends. No one believed him, so he became this loner. I can see Kevin Owens becoming, not the Crow, obviously, but becoming this loner where he can't trust nobody anymore. He feels hurt and he becomes a mute almost. Like he doesn't talk for a while. I think it's intriguing if you were to do. They're not going to do that, right? That's going way too deep.
Because let's be honest. Well, and part of Kevin Owens' charm is his ability to talk on the mic, right? If you take that away, like Sting was never a strong promo. Like, so you could get away with someone like Sting.
He was just woo.
Right. Yeah. Like Sting was not a strong promo, so you could get away with that. So
he wasn't the worst promo either, though, but to be fair. But yeah, he wasn't a strong promo guy.
He wasn't a strong promo. He wasn't great. So when he did that, it protected him. And then when he said something, it made it more meaningful because he wasn't a strong
1 year, he did not say a word, dude.
Right.
For one whole year.
And then when he was finished after that year, think about it. His promos weren't long. They were short. They were succinct. They were meaningful because he said something, right? And it's like, oh my God, he's saying something. That's the build. Kevin, you can't do that. People are going to clamor for him to say something. They're going to clamor.
Right, but that builds him up also, like in some ways, man. And it's intriguing too.
But you take that away, what does he become? Generic
this
wrestler
loner, this almost vigilante, bro. Have him as a vigilante, like that.
Well, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like a vigilante.
Why not?
Because who's he going to vigilante for? Like, he's going to be
for himself. He's all about himself, and that's it. He
but
can't
that's not
trust
what a
Cody.
vigilante is.
No, a vigilante is a loner though. He's on his own. He's a one-man friggin' army though.
Vigilante is a person who does justice in their own point of view. right?
Right,
So,
and it's just his point of view.
Right, but Batman will go against the law.
Batman.
I said Batman.
I know, Batman. It just made me laugh. So anyway, sorry.
Maybe Fat Man. Yeah, but like Batman goes against the law at times to make justice happen. Right? Could like in the sense of like entrapment or things that really like the evidence would be inadmissible in court. But does he stop the crime? Yes. His goal is to stop the crime and create fear into criminals. That's what a vigilante is. Someone who does justice outside the law. Therefore, according to legal terms, they couldn't be prosecuted for the evidence, but they're not going to do the crime again, or they're less likely to do it because they've been injured or anything.
It's pro wrestling, though, man. We don't have to get that technical.
But
you know what I mean?
Look, I get what you're trying to say, but I'm also, you know me, words have meaning, right? So
I know, and maybe that's not the right word that I'm trying to find here, but basically, I mean, it is.
Loner is the right word. Loner is the right word. I can see what you're trying to say,
but he's bringing his own justice, though, like a vigilante, but not.
Yeah.
Look, and I'm getting way too.
KO justice. Like,
hey, KO justice. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It becomes a segment. Tonight, I'm KO justice.
Kevin Owens chases down this bad guy, right? But because of the nature of it, that means he's still a baby face. He's kind of a cleaner baby face, and he's still going after the bloodline. He's still going like. So why would he need to turn on Cody? Right?
Because Cody doesn't take him serious.
But I think it's
arrogant.
Point. Cody does take him seriously. That's why Cody wants to give him, like you said, you've carried this, you've been here, you've done that, you deserve this opportunity, right?
Yeah,
and
but wouldn't you feel like, just say, for example, and going by Kevin Owens' character, for example, I agree, right? Like I said, I can't find the right word for but you understood what I was getting at. Anyway,
yeah, I know.
The point is, I forgot what I was going to say. Fucking hell! See, that just threw me off. Doesn't matter. The point is,
because it doesn't matter. They're not going to do it, and the point
because they're not going to do it. That's the thing, exactly. So it doesn't matter because they're not going to think.
We're talking about something that's not going to happen, and really, in all actuality, it's going to be a match that's going to get protected because the bloodline's going to come in and they're going to interfere, which is fine. We kind of figured that would be the case, right?
Right, so, and I kept saying that. I kept saying they're not going to think that deep. They're not going to think that deep. So it's irrelevant what I'm saying.
Yeah, whatever. So
hope they prove me wrong, but I think he needs a refreshing right now, though. For real, something needs to change with Kevin Owens at this point. He does not feel like he just feels like the same old man. That's maybe my issue.
I mean, I could see that. So but I mean. Okay, so that's that. We go commercial break. We come backstage, and we have no, we don't have a commercial. Yeah, we have a commercial break. We come back to Gorilla Position backstage, and Byron Saxon is with the Street Profits, and B-Fab says the Street Profits are motivated, determined, on point, and Montez Ford congratulates the Bloodline on winning the titles. But the real Tribal Chief has come back, and Angelo Dawkins says it's time. They've had gold, and that's their way to A-Town Down Under.
I will say this. This was B-Fab's best promo ever I've heard it freaking say.
It was good. Like, yeah.
Honestly, I'm being dead serious.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing. No, like, really, it was not terrible. And here's the thing. And we didn't get a chance to talk about this, but the release of Bobby Lashley.
That's not official yet. That's the talk. They're apparently going to let his contract expire. But we don't know that for sure. Like, that's just all speculation right now. But with MVP, we know they're not going to re-sign him. Mm-hmm. Lashley is still up in the air, man. I don't know what the hell's going on there. But if they don't re-sign him, they're friggin' fools, man. What was all that friggin' pride shit for in the end? Nothing, bro.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. He got hurt somehow. We don't know how. Mystery injury.
Did he though? Hurt. Did he really get hurt? I don't know if I believe it.
That's the question. Did he get hurt, or is he holding out for contract reasons? And they're saying he
could be hurt? That, man. I think he wasn't happy with how he was positioned, dude.
I don't blame you. Like, how do you not position that man to be a megastar? Like, I don't know why do they keep fumbling the ball with him? Like, I have no idea.
How can you fumble the ball with someone like a Lashley?
I don't
think about it, man. He shouldn't be hard to book, dude.
No.
So I don't understand. And this is some other political agenda going on there, and that we're not privy to. then I don't have no idea what these people are thinking when it comes to Lashley, dude. I truly don't.
Yeah, I don't either. All right, so let's talk about this number one contenders match. We have A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller versus the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins, and Montez Ford. Dawson's Creek. We have Dawson's Creek.
Dawson's Creek.
Yeah, Angelo Dawson's Creek.
There we go.
And look, Jimmy, I'm going to say this. I liked this match. I did not find it egregious. I didn't find it, good. Was it the best match of the night? No. I still have my contender for best match of the night, which comes later. But this was a good, solid match, especially to start, especially after having all that intro and all that talk. I felt like these guys had a lot better chemistry in this match. I felt like this rolled fairly well. There was not a lot of like real hesitation spots or anything like that. It felt like everything flowed. Everybody worked together real well. Everybody was highlighted in a good way, I felt like. And, I feel like, of course, the right team won in the Street Profits going over. But the one thing I have to ask, Jimmy, because I watched this match, I watched it a couple times. When are we getting, because we've teased that Grayson Waller, Austin Theory.
Forget it. Where's what's the thing from Men in Black called again? The gun?
The neuralizer.
Yeah, there you go. I'm neuralizing you right now, John. Forget that even. Just don't even go there. Because that never happened. Clearly.
Which is,
I know it's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
But no shit.
That's my only problem with this match is they didn't continue to build on that story, which they've built for weeks on, Grayson Waller costing them the Tylers and putting Austin Theory in situations that he doesn't want to be in. And all these things, like the very toxic friend that you have that you're like,
stupid, bro.
How do I fuck do I get in this situation? Oh, because of you, motherfucker. You're toxic. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's the only thing I was a little disappointed in. And
you should be. You fucking should. Because the thing is, we all praise WWE, how great they are and whatnot. And they have been relatively great, right? But let's be real here. They've fucked up so many storylines as well, right? And they just expect you to forget about it like it never happened. Well, so this thing, why aren't they split up by now? They turned on each other, bro. They fucking turned on each other.
Yeah. Maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe like, hey, we need to stick them around just for a little bit longer.
Then why do that shit in the first place?
I don't know. Look, Jimmy, sometimes things happen. You have to make transitions on the fly.
That's why neuralized. We're both getting neuralized. That shit never happened. Forget Bobby Lashley and the Pride. Just forget everything.
Something else about this match that stood out to me. They spent a lot of time on the outside camera guy who's like right at the ropes, right? Like they spent a lot of time on that shot and like a lot of one shot with him. Like I don't know if you noticed where he transitioned around the ring to get to the better angle, but like it was that I'm at the mat level looking up through the rope kind of look. Like there was quite a few times that was a shot that they depended on.
And it's stuck on the hard camera side too most of the match, it felt like as well. They didn't really transition around the ring at all.
Yeah, or it was like either hard cam or that one camera guy that was like it was almost like a one shot, right? Where we're here and then we're transitioning around and we're going here and we're shooting from this angle and then we're coming back to this angle, like all in one, like as a one shot for this thing. It was interesting. Like it was an interesting way to shoot that match because, like I get it that Dawkins and Ford, they go outside a lot, so you want to be prepared for those things. And you're trying to do something to do different camera angle wise, right? You need to keep it interesting. So let's add our camera
experimenting a lot,
which I like. It makes me. It doesn't like okay. The match may have been formulaic, but keeping the angles different made me go, okay, this is interesting. What's going on here? Like, because when you cut to the outside camera, you're expecting something to happen, right? And it's just chain wrestling in the ring for like 45 seconds. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I'm paying attention. It was very interesting in that aspect. Like this, and they did that a few times throughout the night, which I found interesting to say that. But I thought the match was fine. I enjoyed it. I didn't feel like there was anything like bad about this match. I felt like they had great chemistry and everybody got what they needed to. And I liked the Street Profits hitting the Blockbuster Doomsday for the win. I thought that was real neat. So I think overall good match, right?
Solid. It was it was a good TV match.
Yeah.
I had no gripes about it. To be fair, I mean, the whole show was kind of like this, in a way. Like,
solid.
Nothing was bad. It was just solid all the way through.
Solid.
But yeah, no, I mean, I'm not complaining about it. It didn't put me to sleep. I will say there was a time where I fell asleep. And then I woke up, ironically, but you'll know, this is easy to predict. No shit, this is a shoot. I fell asleep, and we'll get to that point, and I'll tell you when.
Okay.
I fell asleep, and how I woke up, which is even more interesting. But anyway, that's for later on.
All right. So after that match, we go backstage to the SmackDown General Manager's office where Cody Rhodes is talking to Nick Aldis and Kevin Owens
more
there.
pettiness.
Yeah, and saying, hey, I don't deserve a title opportunity. And Aldis says he's been considering Roman Reigns for a title match. And Owens isn't happy to hear that. He says he doesn't care that he was champion for 4 years. He has always helped. The rematch clause has not been enforced in years. And Owens tells Aldis to go to the locker room and he'll find someone more deserving than Reigns. Aldis says he doesn't need to. Rhodes sees it, the crowd sees it, and I'm looking right at him. That's so. Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens for the undisputed heavyweight championship for Bash at Valerian is official. And then after that,
he still shook his head though, walking off. He's like, "Fucking, no one's listening to him." That's what you got to keep in mind.
But the choice is Roman Reigns or Kevin Owens. Like, if you got a choice, what are you going to pick? Right? Well, okay. To me, I took it as, well, that's the best. I don't want Roman. Roman doesn't, I don't want him to have it. So I guess.
No, you know what? They could have gone with Roman, but the bloodline fucked him up. Say he doesn't have to beat Cody.
Right, but that's what I'm saying is I felt like, I know you were shaking heads like nobody's listening. I'm taking it from no,
I'm talking about Kevin Owens. Like, he shook his head as he was walking off after Aldis said, right.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, Kevin is not necessarily he's like nobody's listening. He's upset about that. He's more like, well, yeah, I don't want Kevin. So it's the situation he's been put in. Like, he doesn't necessarily want to do it, but there's no better option than him. And it's like, well.
See, that's why I can see him getting upset. He's got to, man, because you feel, I don't know. Why would they be doing this to him where he's against it? No one really goes against the title shot, man.
I don't know. Look, Jimmy, we'll figure it out later.
That's the only part I just don't get. You know what I mean? I know they just sprung it up on us, literally, but it's piss poor booking still.
It is, but anyway. So we have the announcement that we're going to hear from women's champion Nia Jax next, and then we have a commercial break, and we come back. We see Fanatics Fest in New York City, and many superstars and legends are going to be there. Hey,
can I ask? Did you see Nia Jax?
Did I see Nia Jax?
They were saying she was going to talk next.
They said something about. We'll hear from Nia Jax next, and then we came back.
I never saw her though.
I want to say it was later in the night, but you might be.
Did you not, man? I don't fucking remember. And I thought to myself, hang on a minute, man. They were saying that she was going to be, but she never appeared unless I'm tripping in my feed for whatever reason. But I watched it on my cable provider, so it's the real feed. I don't know. What's going on there? Like, what happened?
Yeah. Look, you might be right. I thought we maybe heard for that. I don't think we did.
We didn't, man. Unless I fell asleep at that point, which I'm pretty sure I didn't. But
no, because you're right. Because here's the thing: after that, we're going to hear from her. They had the highlight of the headlines, and then we had the backstage segment with Miss Money in the Bank Tiffany Stratton yelling at people that about the decorations for Nia Jax, and Pretty Deadly comes up and asks if she'll plan a party for them.
Yes, girl.
And they win. Yes, girl. And they're thinking of a musical, but Stratton blows them off.
Blows them off.
Then, well, that's for SmackDown After Dark. And then when she's walking down the hallway, when she's stopped by Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, Green criticizes Stratton's wardrobe choice and decorations. Stratton asks if she has a ladder to fall off of, and
that was a good one.
Yeah, it was. And so,
but Canada Spaceman and Labyrinth also said the same thing, by the way, about Nia not appearing. So thank you, because I thought I was tripping too.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. No, you're fine. Yeah, because I thought, okay, cool, and I guess I just
false
zoned
advertising.
out. Well, and I mean, we just zoned out, from it because I could have sworn, yeah, no, surely they wouldn't.
We all got neuralized, bro. All of us.
I guess, right?
We didn't see her. Like,
yeah,
she's not hard to fucking miss.
Yeah, unless the argument was that the decorations weren't up to par, so Nia wasn't coming out. So I don't know.
They just pretend. Remember there's a trend going on here, bro. They announce shit, they say shit, they're doing shit, and then you got to pretend that you never saw it. Forget that even happened.
Yeah. So we saw last week in a SmackDown, the tag team champions were joined by Blair Davenport. So the Scottish witches were joined by the New Zealand
British sounding chick.
Yeah, whatever. And so Jade makes her interest along Bianca Belair, and she's going to be wrestling next. Go to commercial break, and then we have that it's official, even though Nick Aldis said it was official earlier that Cody Rhodes will defend the championship against Kevin Owens. I don't know why we needed to have that reiterated, even though we saw Nick Aldis say it was going to happen. But now it's official. So
it's official now.
Right, it's official now.
But we didn't see no screenshot, like no vignette, no like promo, like bashing Berlin. Kevin Owens versus fucking blah, blah, blah. Yeah, gaslighted. She found catering instead. She probably did.
Dude, she's looking good, though, like compared to what she used to look like.
She has, but have you noticed at SummerSlam, she looked like she packed on the weight again.
Dude, like, I don't know who her costumer is.
We all say this. Everybody says the same thing.
They don't do her justice because when you see her on Instagram or whatever, she looks great. And then whatever she wears for wrestling, holy shit, like, no, that's not the same person.
Her wardrobe person needs to get fired ASAP.
Dude is fucking killing her. Like, it's not even funny. All right, so we have Jade Cargill with Bianca on the outside versus tag champion Alba Fire with Isla Dawn on the outside. We all know what's going to happen. Alba Fire is getting sacrificed to the goddess Jade Cargill.
Well, her mum died, right?
Who?
You remember how I was saying about the Scottish chicks winning they were going to beat Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, and you were all telling me I was tripping, right? But I got it right. Well, ironically, her mum died. This is why I said they were going to win, right? The mum died that week. She got hit by a car while walking in Florida.
It's a stupid reason to give somebody belts, Jimmy.
I know, but sacrifice. It's Illuminati, bro.
So you're saying Alba Fire sacrificed her own mother?
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
True witchcraft.
Exactly.
And then in turn, she has to give a penance of being sacrificed to the goddess.
Exactly. Once again. Yep.
Yeah,
spot on.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
I'm fucking around, by the way, but
I know you are.
Just in case anybody takes me seriously.
Yeah.
But am I?
Yeah.
She did it for The Rock.
And so yeah, this was a quick squash match. Like Alba Fire at one point, or Isla Dawn. I can't even keep straight. No, Alba Fire. That's right. The redheaded one. She gets the
Alba Fire
thingy on Jade, and Jade looks like, oh no, and then she's like, no, never mind. I can get out of this real quick, and then power slam 1, 2, 3 because whatever. So then they're celebrating, and then here comes Blair Davenport. So they all three start jumping the 2, and then here comes Naomi looking like a big old highlighter. With a highlighter, man. Like
pure highlighter.
Pure highlighter with the big old fro coming in and clearing house, and they get everybody out, and they're like, yeah, bitches,
bitches, yeah.
We fucking kill y'all, bitch. Like
bitch.
Yeah. And then so after that we have, hey, we're gonna hear from the new United States champion LA Knight. Will we?
That's
and then we go to commercial break. We come back, and it's announced that CM Punk and Randy Orton will appear on the first 2 episodes of NXT, which will air on CW in October. So
you know why, John?
Because they need the ratings.
They're going head to head with Dynamite those weeks.
Yep.
So, Until
Dynamite gets kicked off the TNT network because Turner has not, or WB has not signed them to a new contract. So
I'm laughing at Mr. Vince Dirty McMahon in the chat. Yeah, pal.
That's your parody account.
That's
Jimmy.
not me. That's not me.
Jimmy.
I've got an idea who it is. Vince, tell him, man. I swear on my mother, dude. I swear to God, that is not me. It's not me. I'm not lying, man. I can't believe I've got an idea who it is.
You're getting D to type your shit for you.
No, she's playing video games right now, as a matter of fact.
Oh, yeah.
My God. I swear it's not me, man. I'm not lying. Okay, I will write something right now. Look, it's me.
Look,
me.
it just came up.
No, look, I just wrote underneath.
Right when you were typing.
Oh, my God. That's a coincidence. That was a coincidence. I didn't know he was going to say the same thing as me. Oh, look what he just said. I wouldn't say that, bro. All right? Look what he said, dude. Yeah, look. All right.
You're AI, motherfucker. You don't need hands to post.
How do the keyboard's over here, man.
You just think it and it happened.
God, spaceman, just stay in space. That's what's going on. All right. Jeez. I mean, and Jesus.
Hey, look.
See, he said it. He's Vince, not Jimmy Pal.
When your hands are down, yeah, then it comes out. And
you better write something more, Vince.
While your hands are up.
Look, got my hands up. Let's see, there you go. Look, Get me Ben McMahon, pal.
So,
and look, what do you want to do with Liz?
Hey, which Liz are we talking about, Dirty Vince McMahon? If you're talking about how many media's own Liz, then
I wouldn't say that. All right, that's a fact.
You might
should
get
know
banned for that one because
look, see, he's still writing. Oh, got my hands up. All right, there you go.
Yeah.
There's the proof, fuckers.
If you're talking about HMG Liz, that'll get you banned because we must protect Liz at all costs. So, yeah.
God damn it, man. He's been trolling all shows for the last 2 weeks.
Okay. So we have them on for October to put the Death Kneel and AEW on Warner Brothers so that Warner Brothers can say, fuck this, we don't want wrestling anymore. He gone. So we see the video of LA Knight beating Logan Paul, and then here comes Logan Knight who wants to talk to you. Yeah. And so I don't know if you saw this, but like I caught this. Lou Ferrigno was ringside.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, absolutely. He looked good, dude. I was actually quite surprised.
Dude, he's 80. Or no, he's not 80. Lou Ferrigno is like...
He's got to be close. He feels like he's been around forever, man.
72 years old.
Wow.
Lou Ferrigno is 72.
Man. He looks better than that, man. Honestly, he doesn't look in his 70s, dude. He looks more like early 60s to me.
Think about it. He was a bodybuilder and a power lifter and
a fucking gas head to the gills.
But looks great. Like
I know. Wait, didn't he have heart problems at one stage years ago? He had a few heart attacks.
I think so.
Right.
Yeah. But he's still maintaining it. Like Arnold, still looks pretty good for his age too.
True.
But Lou looks really good, and he's deaf.
Yeah, he used to talk funny.
Yeah, I mean, he's still kind of, because he's deaf. He reads lips and stuff. So, it's pretty incredible, really, if you think about it.
No, I was shocked, dude. I'm thinking, no way, that's Lou Ferrigno. Still, at his age, looking like that. Like, what the fuck? And I hadn't seen him around for a long time, bro. It's like he disappeared, off the face of the earth. I wonder if WB invited him. Because what's funny, the Hakutua chick, right?
Yeah.
She was at SummerSlam, right? And they didn't even acknowledge her. They didn't even acknowledge her. And apparently her manager suggested she turn up to SummerSlam so that, she gets promoted by them. And WWE didn't even fucking mention it, bro.
Because Vince wasn't in charge.
Oh, my God. Don't even say that. Because you know what Vince would have done? Oh, you're like, huh?
Hey, why don't you come spit on that thing? But we know Vince doesn't
like that
thing. Vince doesn't like Southern accents, so she'd have to go to
right
a dialect coach for 6 weeks before.
But even though he's from North Carolina originally, bro.
Right.
What's wrong with this guy?
He's so fucked up. I mean, it sounds like he didn't have a great relationship with his dad to begin with.
That's why. That's what it stems from, bro. Really, his stepdad. It really stems from that.
Well, and from Vince Sr., right?
Right. He didn't even know his dad.
Right.
Until much later on.
So we have an LA Knight promo. Let me talk to you. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. They do that. Santos Escobar comes out and he tries talking to him. And LA Knight says he couldn't hear what Escobar was saying because Tulsa was telling him that he sucks. And Escobar deserves to be beaten by Knight. And so we have Andrade making his way to the ring, and he'll face Santos Escobar in a number one contenders match for the United States Championship. So we have 2 number one contenders matches tonight. Yeah. Cool. Great. Because, we got to figure that out.
See.
So then we have a commercial break, and then we come back with Giovanni Vinci does everything with style.
Giovanni Vinci.
Yeah. Look, making him a single star was a bad idea. I don't know why they're breaking
up why? So now he doesn't care that he's not part of Imperium. Forget that. I am the elegant one, Giovanni Vinci.
I don't know.
Speaking full-blown Italian.
I don't know.
Because,
but he's German. He's German Italian.
I know. He's not even actually blooded Italian. That's true. But in saying that, he was born in Italy and did grow up in Italy, but he's not Italian blooded.
Look. That's the same thing as Santino Marella being Italian.
But he is Italian, though, because he's from Canada. He's Canadian, but yes, he is. Santino Marella is actually Italian background. He is. That's a fact. It's like me, man. All right, I'm Greek, born and raised in Australia, right? So, you know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing. He's not Polish, revamped. Don't give me that. He wasn't throwing. His last name's Corelli, man. His shoot last name. Anthony Corelli is his name, dude. That's Italian. Very much Italian. He's Italian, bro.
I'm trying to see.
Anthony Corelli.
Of Italian and Metis descent.
What's Metis?
I don't know. I'm looking at it right now.
I've never heard of Metis.
Indigenous people whose historical homelands include Canada's 3 prairie provinces. So he's Italian and I guess native Canadian.
Oh, that's new. He's Italian mainly, bro.
It's indigenous. So deriving from a specific myth of European and indigenous ancestry, which became distinct through the.
He's 3/4 Italian at the very. I'm telling you, bro. He can speak Italian as well, man.
Well, that's what he said. He didn't know a lick of Italian. He had to learn it going over there.
We know, Vince. We know your mama's from Ireland, by the way. Don't worry.
But like that was
screams
like,
Ireland.
He talked about like how he like was in OVW and that he had to learn, like he had to learn Italian. And he had
whatever the case
over there.
He's got an Italian shoot name, Anthony Corelli.
Right, Santino Marella.
Exactly.
Anyway, so after this, we have the number one contenders match of United States Championship versus Santos Escobar versus Legado de Fantasma. Versus Santos Escobar with Legado de Fantasma versus Andrade. I'm going to tell you this right now. This was my match of the night. I thoroughly enjoyed this match. I liked the way these two worked together. I felt it was a lot of fun. For a TV match, for a number one contenders match, I liked the amount of effort that was put in. I thought it was well done. I really did.
Look, they've wrestled each other how many times? Even though they made it seem like it was the first time ever, right?
Yeah.
It felt like I've seen them more than once, right? They do have a history in Mexico, though, so it was the first time in WWE, allegedly. Right? But they have wrestled on multiple occasions in Mexico and maybe even Japan, for you know. But I could have sworn, haven't they had a previous matchup, bro?
I think so.
Recently, yeah, but they're making out that was the first time ever in WWE, bro.
It was Angel Garza, remember? Because Angel was trying to get them to join Legado de Fantasma, and he didn't fight Santos. Santos came out and interfered in that match.
Yeah, no, you're probably right, but for some reason it just feels like they have wrestled before recently. But I don't know, man. It's weird, but you're right. It was a great match. Look, man, Andrade and Santos Escobar, they know how to put on great matches, man. The only thing that concerns me with Andrade, what is he? Who is he? Right now, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, what's his purpose? He's got no real purpose. Like, he's got his mask back in WWE too, and there's not even a Los Ingobernables de America or something. I just don't know what his purpose is, man. I think he would have been better off to have what's her name back in his corner, man.
Yeah.
What's her name again, bro? I've gone blank for some reason.
Oh, Zelina.
Yeah, Zelina Vega. I would have paired them up straight off the bat again.
Okay, here are the matches that we've had so last night, right?
Yep.
9 was it the last night was August 9th, right?
Right.
That was the first singles match. And on the, let's see, 4 is January, February, March, April. So April the 22nd of April, you had Andrade and Ricochet versus JD McDonough and Santos Escobar.
Okay.
And then on April 6th, you had Andrade and Rey Mysterio versus Dominic and Santos. So those are the only 3 matches inside the WWE they've had, right? So
and revamped, spot on. That was the name. I used to love La Sombra, who's Andrade, by the way, in Japan in particular, and El Hijo del Fantasma, who was obviously Santos Escobar.
Yeah. And also Lucha Underground, he was the hunter.
He was brilliant, bro. He was great in Lucha Underground. I
loved him as King Cuerno. He was great,
bro. Perfect character for him too. Like, as in, you know what I mean? Like, just perfect. And
see, that's
one in
thought.
AAA, one in CMLL.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I don't think they faced each other a lot, but
Triple A, na. That's what I like to say. Jeez.
So, look, I have my moments. So look, really good match, very well paced. You know, I like that they got plenty of time to do this match. Lots to go on, and I like the end. How Elektra is on the apron to distract the ref, and Andrade ignores her and goes for the running double knees. But Carmelo Hayes is the one to pull Escobar out, and then Escobar rolls up Andrade for the win. I liked it. Like it was a swerve out of nowhere because you think Elektra is going to come in, and it's not anybody from Legado de Fantasma. It is Carmelo Hayes is the one who helps him move forward. Like
Andrade needs friends, man. He's got no friends, bro.
And I think that's the story they're telling, right? Like he tried to, like Santos was like, "Hey, join us. We're essentially like family almost. You should be a part of us." And he said, "Nah, fam." And Andrade keeps people pissing people off. He keeps pissing people off. Like I think that's the whole point, right? And that's the story they're telling is he has no friends because of
could Charlotte come to his aid?
No.
And she changed his name to Charletta.
Charlotte. Right?
Because she's Mexican now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can I get a joy? Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it was a good match. I like the ending because it wasn't what you expected. The person who expected to interfere didn't. It was somebody else. And so we have Santos Escobar as the number 1 contender, and it leaves Andrade going, "What am I?" I like that, right? Because now we have Andrade going all the way to Mommy Flair. Oh, yeah, maybe instead of Charlotte, she becomes Mommy Flair.
It's like, Flair. Woo!
So, instead of Charlotte, she changed the name to Miami.
Miami Flair, so like a Mercedes Moné sort of thing. You know what I mean? But
is her name
Miami?
So she goes,
Miami Flair.
Miami Flair.
I can see it. Like You know, like a start of a song, like for example, it's like "Ooh, mommy." Instead, it's like
Ooh, Poppy.
it's Miami Flair
With Poppy.
Papi Andrade.
Where is my Poppy Andrade? Yeah. All right. So after that,
We've lost the plot, John.
Yeah, we're moving on. Not really. We're moving on. That's why I said we're moving on. So last week on SmackDown, the Bloodline defeated DIY to win the tag team championships.
That's where I fell asleep.
Oh, right there.
No shit. Right there, man. I totally missed the match. I literally fell asleep at DIY. Can you believe it? Is that a coincidence? Or is that normal, you think?
DIY is walking backstage. Tommaso Ciampa says the Bloodline stole the tag team titles from them last week, and Johnny Gargano says the Bloodline beat him in front of his family and his young son, and they'll do what it takes to get the titles back. And Pretty Deadly is where it all starts again. So DIY make their entrance, and then we have a video package that honors Kevin Sullivan, who passed away earlier this week.
Yeah, shocking, man.
Friday, yeah. Well, no, I mean, I know you listen. I listened to What Happened When, and for the last few weeks, they've been talking about they were doing it.
Yeah, he's sick, and the GoFund, and they wanted 20,000. They got over 50, man. The last I checked, and then the very next day, he passed away. I mean. It just happened out of nowhere with him, dude. He was healthy not long ago, still wrestling on the independent circuit.
I didn't hear what it was. It just said he got sick. They didn't say exactly what. I don't know.
They didn't say exactly what. Could it be the coof?
Nah, I think it was something else.
Well, they're saying some sort of complications, man.
It could be. Maybe he had surgery to fix whatever he was feeling sick with, and whatever. Look, shout out to Kevin Sullivan. He was a
absolutely
great character, but also Eric Bischoff says. A lot of the stuff that happened in WCW during that time
because of him, bro.
Him,
he was the mastermind behind all the booking really back then, not Bischoff.
He says, it couldn't finish for shit, but the stories they could tell to get there, they had a lot of shitty finishes because they didn't have a finish guy like, what's his name? Pat.
Rest in peace.
I saw that.
What Dungeon of Doom? You talking about?
I'm talking about in WWE.
Yeah. What were you saying, Bud? Say it again at the start. Pat McAfee.
No.
What are you talking about, though?
That's what I'm saying. Eric Bischoff said Kevin Sullivan, all the stories and everything that got them to where they needed to were him, but they didn't have a finish guy like former Intercontinental Pat, gay guy.
Gay guy.
That was.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the fucking French Canadian. Yeah. I don't know why I've gone blank. I know you.
I've gone blank too.
Pat. What's it called, man?
I know.
It's a disease.
What the fuck?
Because of you. Now I'm going fucking Pat.
Pat Patterson. Pat Patterson. Oh, for fuck's sake! How do we have a wrestling show, Jimmy? How do we fucking have a wrestling show? Look,
but I knew. No, dude, it's weird. I'll say one thing about live fucking shows, right? And this is true, man. I say it all the fucking time, right? I don't know why, but once the live, fuck you, Zane. All right, it happens, right? But when
we fucking stupid.
But when it's live, man, no shit, I forget the most simplest shit. And because you were saying it, right, you're like, Pat, and I'm like, the fucking French Canadian guy, right? and I know who you're talking about.
Pat. And I was like, wait, Pat Patterson. Okay, yeah.
like fat cat, like. Yeah, I know, it's that should have been the fucking hint, though. Patterson.
Yeah. And he was filthy. He was. There was some real shit with him going on.
But hey, anyway, filthy or not, he was one of the best brains in pro wrestling.
He was a good, for lack of a better phrase, Eric Bischoff said this. Pat Patterson had better finishes in WWE. Yeah, their stories weren't as good, and they weren't telling the stories they need to. But they had consistently better finishes to matches and stuff.
He had a good eye for talent too.
Yeah, and so, but Kevin Sullivan was great for telling that story, but trying to wrap it up was hard for them. He's like, man, if you could get Kevin Sullivan to tell your stories and Pat to finish, you'd have had the best company in the world, But anyway,
he did make the Royal Rumble, by the way, revamp. That was his idea.
Yeah, he created it. Yeah, he was. Yeah,
I know. He's the first ever Intercontinental Champion in history, supposedly.
Yeah. Won it in Rio de Janeiro,
Rio
right?
de Janeiro, which is bullshit, though. Really, it's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Like, okay, Zane, wait, what
Pat Buck, no.
What live professional wrestling show do you do, Zane? Oh, wait, never mind. You don't. Okay, never mind.
Oh, shots fired. Brr, brr, brr.
So anyway,
who the hell?
I don't know.
Who's Miss Quicks a lot?
You didn't have to say it out loud, Jimmy. Jesus Christ.
Who is that though? I've never seen.
I don't know. Yeah.
It, her, him,
Yeah.
shim. I don't know what the hell it is.
Yeah. Look,
But hi, thanks for joining us.
Look, we might put that user in timeout for a minute or whatever. I don't know if I like that name. Anyway.
Bye. Toodaloo.
So long. Farewell. If you just say goodbye. So we come back.
Bon voyage.
Yeah. So after that video, they come back and we have Austin Theory and Grayson Waller tell Nick Aldis they apparently people just have to ask for a match and they get it. Like Grayson Waller against Kevin Owens. Nick Aldis tells Theory that's a great idea and the match will happen next week. Waller asks Theory what he's doing, and Theory tells him he has his back. So we see Theory kind of, getting Waller back a little bit for some of the shit he's done. And so then we go into this number one contenders match. Look, I like Pretty Deadly. I felt like Pretty Deadly did the most to carry this match. They were entertaining. They did a lot here. It wasn't as long, thank God. I agree with you, Jimmy. DIY matches are not my favorite at all. And to me, to me, like, why?
Just say it.
No. One, why DIY is still hanging around as DIY? I don't know. But two, like,
well,
Pretty Deadly show that they are an incredible tag team. They made this match worth watching for a little bit. Hey, Liz, it's good to see you. Yeah,
it's true.
Liz says Theory finally wises up. Yeah.
But I thought he finally wised up ages ago. That's the problem.
Well, and this goes back to, I think, look, and I don't disagree with you, Liz. Like she says, I'm not happy that Pretty Deadly keeps getting on the losing end of the stick when they're a real tag team. I don't disagree with that. But at the same time, they make people like DIY look credible. They make all these people look good. Like that's
and to be fair, they're kind of Teflon, dude. Really. They're kind of like the type of tag team that's designed to lose all the time, but does it really hurt them?
But they can turn it around and turn like
that's
they
what
can
I'm
go
saying,
on.
right?
Yeah,
right, exactly.
Yeah, and Theory's not that smart. Yeah,
that's his gimmick.
Yeah,
he's a jock. He's a typical jock as well. Like, you know what I mean?
I like to call him a herpaderp, right? Like kind of like Golden
herpaderp.
A herpaderp.
Derp. I'm derp.
Like Austin Theory is like, Austin Theory is like, okay, here's where Austin Theory gets a little heat for me because he have you ever seen the commercials for that V-Shred guy? Vince from V-Shred, where he talks about, I can, you don't have to do crazy workouts and carbs and you just follow my thing and that he looks like V-Shred. So
but that's his character though too, man. He's meant to play that role. You know what I mean? So
I know, but I'm just saying that's like a little bonus extra heat, And by the way, not necessarily the Austin Theory, but fuck V-Shred.
Ooh, more shots fired.
He's a scam artist, taking people's money for.
Yeah, well, what about Logan Paul?
Oh yeah, fuck Logan Paul. Yeah,
isn't he one of those scumbags?
He is. I mean, that fucking pine drink shit. Oh my god,
the shittest of all times. Literally, the
worst.
worst drink. I don't know why I wasted 3 bottles every time thinking I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt, right? And every time I regret it, bro. And yeah, he's a scammer. He's exactly what he is. And yeah, Logan Paul is great, Mr. Ed and Ben Schlomer.
As a wrestler,
2K24.
yes.
Absolutely enjoy it.
and he's a scumbag, and he's an artist, and that's what most wrestlers are. So
exactly, and that's why he's great, because he's full of shit.
He already understands the politics and the world of wrestling.
He gets it. The biggest scammers and liars are professional wrestlers. Literally.
Yeah.
That's their job, is to fucking, fool everybody, right? So
exactly. That's what he does. He's a
car salesman too, like the typical, wrestler.
Anyway, so like this match wasn't great, but it was good enough because of, I think, Pretty Deadly, and then we get, of course, Gargano and Ciampa doing meet in the middle for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And
I was glad I was sleeping, bro, because you know what woke me up? Roman Reigns, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. So we cut backstage after this match, and we see the Bloodline. Tama Tonga tells Solo that Roman is not there, and Solo tells him that Roman will be there, and they will walk out to the ring. So out we go. Then we have the whole end of the show where we have the Bloodline who come in the ring, and they say fans want to acknowledge him. They said, "We want Roman," and that Solo tells Roman that in case he hasn't noticed that he's a tribal chief now. And Roman calls himself the tribal chief. He wants the Ula Fala back. He can come get it from him. And then Roman's music hits, and they all rise. And he's coming out with the OTC shirt. And they're chanting OTC, which we all know means, Jimmy?
The one tribal chief, or original tribal chief, whatever you want to say. But he's really the only tribal chief.
Yeah. You could do like three
different ways. Yeah. See what I did there? But really, it is only one tribal chief.
Only one? It's one tribal chief.
One tribal chief.
One tribal
chief.
Not only one, because they would be
no. Can you imagine on OnlyFans?
Only tribal chief.
You know what, though? I don't like
this
OTC.
To see Roman's abs and his shirt off.
Or, do you want to see Roman's ass? I mean, but in truth, right? He was spamming that way too much. If he thinks that's what it takes to be a babyface now, but going every fucking time, he did that 3-4 times, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
clearly he still has trouble being a babyface a little bit.
But he's trying to get the crowd behind him. And Elizabeth, just because you sold some peppers doesn't mean you're at the head of the table. Such a loser.
Hey, careful, Liz. That is a traditional thing for Samoans. Legit.
The Ula Fala.
That is legitly, and it keeps away evil spirits. And trust me, it's a big thing. Thank God we don't have any Samoans probably listening to us right now. So otherwise, we'd have heat, Liz. Yeah. We'd have heat.
So Roman gets into the ring. They chant Roman, and he hit Solo with the right hand, but Solo
with a Superman punch.
Yeah.
And then a spear.
Yeah, big boot. And then Solo runs towards Roman, but Roman hits him with the Superman punch and goes for the spear. But Tonga Loa drags him to the outside. Roman looks at the Ula Fala that is on the mat, and he grabs it. But Tama Tonga hits Roman from behind. And then
he grabs it. And he was possessed by the power of it. Did you see what his reaction? He's like, like for a second, he was like, "Oh, if I put it on."
Yeah, I'm the trouble chief. And gives it to Solo, who's on the outside of the ring, and then Roman hits Superman punch on both Loa and Tonga. Roman then spears Tonga Loa, and the fans chant OTC. Roman goes to the outside of the ring and spears Tonga through the barricade. Roman grabs a steel chair and hits Tonga Loa across the back over and over again. Solo wears the Ula Fala, and he tells Roman he is the chief now. And Roman repeatedly hits Loa with steel chair as SmackDown goes off the air.
And we've got to make a remix. We've got to make a remix of that, like the whole way. That sounds a bit gorilla-ish there.
Yeah.
But then again, we do have Gorillas of Destiny.
Yeah, guerrilla tactics, baby. Roman hit him. Roman hit him with the guerrilla tactics.
It's tactical gorillas out there, man. What is guerrilla tactics? I know what it is, but what?
Do you know what it is?
Guerrilla warfare, I know.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Guerrilla tactics, hence. Yeah. I know. Don't worry.
All right. Hey, so Dirty Vince McMahon, we're gonna see who owns this chat. You're in timeout, sir.
Ooh. Bam, 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 bam.
See, I put him in timeout, but it says they're banned and comments were removed. Is that but they can come back?
He's gone. Oh, right. I don't know what you did there. I don't know what you did.
I picked timeout. I didn't
Are
put
you sure?
banned.
His comments are all gone.
Yeah.
The Saki doesn't exist anymore. Where does that sound familiar?
I didn't hit ban. I put user in timeout. Here, let me.
Hey, look, I didn't do it, Vince. Just so you know, you amuse me.
You talk about like banning people from the chat, or like you own the chat. Like,
I've only ever put one person in timeout once. You know who that was? That was that was Mr. Canadian Spaceman, who was so pissed with me. He wouldn't talk. He wouldn't even listen to shows for a while. That's how pissed off he was.
Look, I'm gonna put the Hobby Media Group in. Look, I'm pressing timeout. Okay.
Okay. Well, Liz thinks
look,
apparently the timeout normally removes.
While in timeout, I have him blocked, so I can't see him.
Oh, good, because he was saying some dirty shit about you, Liz, earlier. Yeah. Funny enough.
Yeah. Look, for
and
that,
I got accused of being this person, you whack jobs.
Look, but I knew it wasn't you when he said something about Liz, and that's when I got a little pissed. Because,
that really offended me because once he said about Liz, because I'm like, well, I wouldn't do that. Why would I do that?
He comes back, I'm gonna ban because no, Liz is to be protected at all costs. We do not talk shit about Liz.
Wait, did you block him today, Liz, or previously? Has he been doing this?
Yeah, that's
just curious.
Because if there's a history, he's fucking gone.
This is a new phenomenon. I've got an idea who it is, yeah, and I've been meaning to actually call this person. No, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because I don't know, and I don't want to accuse who it is. But I'm going to call this person, and I just got an idea who it is, man. All I'll say is, I can't say it. I don't want to say it because I don't know if I'm right or not. And I can't just unfairly accuse this person when it might not be. What? He did that to me in Brandon's stream, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, there you go. There you go. Does anyone have an idea? Anyone in the chat, who do you guys think it is by some chance?
Don't know. Don't care. He's fucking gone from this point forward. He's fucking gone.
Even Big Ray said he knew. So, and I've got an idea too, man.
Okay. Just say it, dude. Just say it.
No, I can't because he's a friend of mine, technically. Look, I'll put it this way. HMG had his guts. But I actually, I wasn't talking to him for a while for other reasons. But really, he's a pretty good friend of mine, right? If it's who I think it is, but I hope I'm wrong.
Well,
that way.
Jimmy, one thing we can't be wrong about, it's the end of the show, so maybe it's Pierce. I doubt it.
No, it's not Pierce.
No, Pierce
I guarantee you it's not Pierce.
Yeah.
He wouldn't do that.
Give our customary rating of the show. Let's grade it, Jimmy. Where do you want to grade this show? Let's letter it up. The school's getting ready to start here. Next week, school starts here in Texas for our kids. So,
beautiful. Well, you know what? B-, and that's being a bit generous. It's a bit generous, though. I was leaning towards C+.
Wow. Aaron Ben Shlomo says B+.
Wow. I wouldn't go that far, but look, the finish, the ending was the highlight, really. Obviously. But, man, I'm going to stick to C+. You know why? One too many, That's the whole reason. Otherwise, it would have been a B. He overdid the, I'm sorry. He never does that, dude. He was milking it this time, like bad. See, but now... Yeah, look, it's a C+ or a B- for me between you.
We got a B+, a B, and a B. So Aaron Ben Shlomo says B+, Revamped says B, Liz says B. So, all right, last call. Like, where do you want it? Where do you want it, Jimmy?
All right, B-.
Lock it
B-
in.
because it's not fair for me to say too many so C for that. But he's got it. One more time you do that, more than twice, that's it. I'm done.
Okay. I'm with Cold Blooded. I'm going to go C+. C+ is where I'm at for this show. Yeah.
All right. See, Labrat convinces me again to go down to C+. The gaslighting. I forgot about the gaslighting, bro.
You are B-.
All right. I'll stick to that, but he's right. The gaslighting, bro.
I told you, lock it in, and you went B-. But yeah,
fucking
I'm C+.
gaslighting.
Yeah, look, I went C+. It was solid. There was nothing egregious. There's a little bit here and there that maybe do. I did like some of the camera angles that they played with tonight. I like that they're continuing to do that kind of stuff. Look, the gaslighting thing is whatever. Like, I don't care.
I know, but you know what? He's right, though.
Yeah, I know, but like, there were some questionable things with the storytelling tonight that made me go, huh? But for the most part, yeah, and I will agree, Liz. I did like the Kevin. Look, I will.
If
say
that was
this.
Vince, he would have never done that, man. For Kevin Sullivan, I'm telling you.
But let's be honest. When WWE does these tribute packages, they do a great job.
Absolutely, but it's all political though too, with with WWE and who they do it for and who they don't.
Well, I mean, we're seeing that now. It's one of those things where what was that thing?
I agree with you, cold-blooded. By the way, I didn't want him to come back at SummerSlam. He should come back at the Rumble, in my opinion.
So. Anyway, that's what it was. Kevin Sullivan. We're seeing that that's a change now because Vince is not in control. That Triple H obviously has some say because Kevin Sullivan got a very nice package. And when they put their weight behind it, they do a great job. They really do a great job of these video packages. It's definitely something that I appreciate that WWE does, and they're doing it more. So, Jimmy. You had
what,
to
man?
What? I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking about the Dirty Vince McMahon, and then you were.
No. Revamp.
Yeah.
He's like, hey there, man. I think it was a solid show there, man. Don't you think, there, man?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about, man? Are you talking about me, man?
Man, what are you talking about, man? All right, so Jimmy, right, I think that's our show for today. I don't think we have anything else. We have gone almost 2.5 hours. I think we've done a good job. Jimmy, tell the nice people where they can find you on the internet and hear your lovely, lovely voice.
Well, unfortunately for me, or fortunately for everyone, I don't have a clue. You can take it either way. I'm on a few things this week. Like I said, I was on Pierce's Austin show this past week, or a couple of days ago. So go check that out. Go listen at Shooting the Shit with Pierce Austin, or I think he's changed the name now even, but
the Pierce Austin show, I think it's just,
yeah, he's always changing things up. I lose count these days, but anyway, you know where to go to find him, so go check me out there. Also, I did also announce the show with Big Ray Hernandez that's coming soon. I Like It Raw, so look out for that, and that'll be debuting on the 27th right here on Hamin Media Group YouTube channel. But also tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern, after, the collision, what do we do, John?
We sift through the wreckage.
There we go. The wreckage.
I do it right every time, motherfucker.
Now you did it. That was the best one.
No.
I swear to God. You must have been practicing it. Because that one I liked. The previous ones
I'm doing work. I'm texting right now.
Other times
I'm going to a conference, and so I'm trying to coordinate with everybody who were going.
Very good, very good. So yeah, the wreckage with myself and the Vetsky, which is same time as when this show starts, except tomorrow morning, yeah, which will be my Monday morning, I believe, Sunday morning. Who the fuck knows anymore? But yeah, go check that out. And like I said, we also did the SummerSlam review with myself and MSG and Brandon and the evil doctor and Dr. Jeff Lemon. So check that out also, which is on the actual Hamin Media Group podcast channel also. So check that out. Yeah. And if you want to follow me, you can on Twitter at DJ Mass Effect and at the PWC Network. And that's a wrap from me, John. That's about it, I think.
Is it a wrap?
It's a Souvlaki rap, all right? Or a Euro rap, whatever you want me to say. There you go.
Yeah, that's what I can tell you're out of practice.
Tzatziki Gun. You got to get that over, man. Shout out to Zane Vicious for that one.
That was good, yeah.
How good is that? Tzatziki Gun.
Yeah, it's Tzatziki Gun. That's super good.
Again, thank you, Zane Vicious, for giving me that.
Look, there are people that already have their Halloween decorations out there.
Why?
Over a week ago.
What's wrong with you people?
Halloween is great. I love it. Okay, you have a whole fucking month, October. Do it. Yeah, even though October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, fucking you take all of October. Not August. Not September.
October, damn it.
October. Like,
Liz,
a house with 4 giant. I'm talking over 10 foot tall, like the werewolf that's like 6 feet, 8 feet tall, something like that.
Yeah.
And then 2 skeletons. Liz.
September 1st.
Liz.
No.
Liz.
Wait, Liz, are you one of those women that also puts the Christmas tree up early? Just saying.
No, it doesn't, Liz. No.
Why? Why July 5th?
Because it's the day after 4th of July.
Come on.
Yeah. Look,
oh, man.
No.
Yeah, man. Halloween is something else, man. People go crazy here now for Halloween, man. It's bizarre.
Look,
when I was growing up, no one gave a fuck about it here, man. Now, all the kids trick or treat down here, man.
Well, we did all the time. Like when I was a kid.
I know you guys did. Yeah, right. But we didn't get into it. No shit.
Thank God. This is
what the
why
fuck?
Liz needs to be protected at all costs.
but why? But why the fucking Halloween though? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Why is that an exception?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm fucking with you, Liz, man. You can do whatever you want. If you want to put it up early, go ahead.
I'm not fucking. Like I have a pretty serious. No, things go where they go for a reason. We have seasons for a reason. I mean, like Halloween, cool.
Isn't that the end of October, by the way? Technically,
October
Halloween.
31st, October 31st.
There you go.
Even
worse.
Yeah. Look, all right. Well, where you can find me right here as I finger myself right here. Jay Reezy Man on all the internets. Look, okay.
Oh,
that's
cool, man.
All right. So I'm gonna say this.
So John, shut the fuck up now.
I'm gonna
Never say that again.
No. I'm gonna say this, Liz. You get an exception, and I'm gonna read it out loud because this is why, and I think it's fair because I was railing you on it, and so Liz says I decorate because it was something special I did with my mom. I was always sick during October, so we would decorate in September. Okay, all right.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man.
We appreciate it. But Zane agrees.
That's actually nice, to be honest.
Stop the anarchy. Okay.
No. Zane, stop being vicious.
Yeah. So, all right. So, of course, you can find me at Jay Reezy Man on all the internets. You can find me here every week. Look, we had we did not do a live academy because we were having too much fun up in.
Oh yeah, what happened to that, man?
We were having a good time, man. We were wrestling.
Did you slap him for me at least?
No.
Did you say hi at least from me?
Oh, of course.
No,
yeah.
Of course. Oh, you did. Oh, good.
Yeah. Right. I called him what I was supposed to call him.
A malaka.
Malaka. He's in. Like I finally have his phone number because his sister, who thinks I'm fucking great, and his parents fucking love me.
Hey, careful with your sister, bro. She's glocked up like in every sense.
Oh, that's why she loves me, because we were talking about guns and shit and all that fun stuff. And like at one point, Triple T goes, "Hey, like my sister doesn't like a lot of people. She really likes you."
I'm telling you, bro.
Like it was great. And so we were having a good time laughing. Like I got her number before he gave me his number. He's like,
"Oh, what's going on here, John?
I was giving.
Are you gonna join Tzatziki Gun?"
Yeah, it's Tzatziki Gun. But no, it's funny because she was like, "Hey, give me your number and I'll text you and we'll, whatever." I'm like, "Okay, cool." I was like, "Cool. I've got at least one Zordos number now because your brother won't give me his fucking number."
Why?
Like, what? What?
Why would he give?
I said, "Bro, I sent you in Messenger so many times my phone number so you could text me, even for this trip, and you didn't text me." And he's like,
"Why? But why is he being? Why is he being a friggin' malaka?"
Here's the thing. If you've ever met Triple D, that dude's mind is all over the place. Like all over the place.
That's funny. I love Triple D, bro.
He's probably one of my favorite people that I've met through this podcasting thing. But like his mind is all over the place. Like it's hilarious. It cracks me up so much. But it was a ton of fun. He showed me the area, and then of course the day after I leave, they have a giant tornado and comes through and hits everything.
Oh shit! Was everything all right there? Like
him and his family were, but a lot of the Rome area got fucked up real bad. Like we went and saw they have a B-52 bomber, a static display there. The engines.
Really in Rome?
Yeah, in Rome at one of these parks because there's an air base there or something like that.
It looks nice, actually, Rome, dude. I know it's like upstate, you know what I mean, but it looks pretty nice, cool. Pretty green.
So then he sent me a picture of that B-52. The tornado picked it up and moved it, the whole thing, and put a
no way, bro.
It was massive. Tornadoes don't fuck around. I'm telling you right now. Like
we get them here, but more like not like where I am per se. Yeah. It's more in the the desert fucking like in the middle of Australia per se.
All right.
Northern Australia.
Unlike James, I'm going to show you pictures to show that I was actually in New York and not planning assassination attempts. Unlike James MacGyver does.
Wait, were you there? Were you there when that was happening? Actually, you were there when that happened.
When what happened?
The assassination attempts.
Oh yeah, we were in New York when it happened.
That's funny.
In Syracuse. So, all right. So this is me. I'm in Syracuse. I'm at the airport. Unlike James, who doesn't show you that he's in actual places.
What? He won't even fucking like show his face while you took that picture.
He had one picture of like him in with the quote unquote the background of this English soccer team that he likes. I forget which one it is. Everton.
He likes an English soccer team. Oh, you're talking about MacGyver now, or
Yeah, MacGyver. Yeah. So
wait, he was there?
No. I'm saying a while back when we were on SmackDown, we accused James of killing the Queen because he was on vacation.
yeah, I remember now. Right.
Yeah. So and he tried to show us his pictures, and like there was one picture where you could green screen yourself in front of the Everton thing. What are you talking about? Like we were just railing on him. So
well, you know what?
These
Fuck
cars,
the toffees, just quietly.
Yeah.
Is that Triple D's?
That's his dad's car. That's his dad's Porsche.
It says triple. It's got Triple D written all over it for some reason, bro.
This is Triple D's Shelby GT 500, which we went for a ride in.
He's got multiple cars though, doesn't he? I'm pretty sure.
This is Galaxy 500.
That's nice.
This was that was in the GT when we were going for a drive. I was trying to take a video.
Oh, fucking sick. He's a typical Greek, bro. Like with if you understand what I mean, like Greeks have the same similar cars. Yeah, that's good, man.
Oh yeah. Oh wait,
that sounds loud as.
Does it? Yep.
I could hear his voice there. Man, what has he done in there? What's with the? Has he like custom bit like there in the middle?
Yeah, he's got some real custom shit in that thing. All right, you ready for some more? You ready for some more? You ready to hear some sexy sounds?
Okay.
Once it loads. Fucking Spectrum.
He's become camera shy, hasn't he? A little bit, Triple D.
Yeah.
I remember seeing when MSG walked up to him on his video, he was almost shocked that he was on camera and he kind of shifted away. You know what I mean? I don't know why. He's a sexy dude. I mean, why is he fucking hiding his face? Damn, that's loud, bro. Your dad would love Triple D, bro.
So this thing's got 411 gears.
100%.
Ready? All right. And that's not the last. Like, this is the one where he really gets on it. That wasn't even getting on it. Like, he didn't get on it. Like,
he didn't even squirt it. You know what I mean?
Like, this one, he's about to put the pedal to the metal. Come on, Spectrum!
Spectrum. Is that who you're with? The internet? Yeah. Spectrum. Damn, that's supercharged, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I could hear that supercharge. Man, that supercharge is loud, bro.
That's his.
My dad's got a super. That's beautiful. That is a Porsche right there.
Yeah.
My dad's got a supercharged fucking car as well.
That's the GT.
That doesn't sound. Damn.
The supercharger up top and everything.
Look at the air filter on that thing, bro.
Yeah, like you
How
need it.
big is the filter on that thing, man?
Well, because you got to shove a whole bunch of air in the supercharger.
And there's a supercharger too, right there in the middle.
Right,
man.
Yeah. This is a Dippin'
How much
Donut.
work? Oh, I've had similar ones here, but not a Dippin' Donut, unfortunately.
No, like, look, he took me to the shop. He gave me donut. He's like, "Here you go, bro." I'm like, and then he fed me before I left. Like, fucker.
Did he at least give you a few boxes of donuts?
Oh yeah. Like,
he's a tight ass, wasn't he?
No. He's like, "Hey, what do you want, man?" I'm like, "Oh, well, I wasn't, and I'm not the person I'm not going to take advantage of somebody." I know, man, you're good. He's like, "No." Like, so when we first got there that first
You're
night,
doing Kevin Owens now, bro.
and then when I left, he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna get you." I'm like, "No, man, we're good. I'm good. I'm gonna leave." And no. So he got
Greeks
me
are like that, man. You have to fucking take it, bro.
When I met his mom that night when we were going for the car and go check out, like. I go to the house because his mom and dad live down the street from him.
Right.
And like Rose lives across the street, and they live down the street. And Rose is
typical Greek families, bro.
His grandma's there, and so is Rose helping take care of grandma. And so, like, we're talking. I'm meeting his mom is just giving me all kinds of food. Like, she's like, "Oh, do you like?"
Did you get pasticcio or something like that?
I got so much shit. Like, I got the eggs with like tomato and like. Ooh. Different stuff like that. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'll take that." And then the next day, "Oh, you want to say?" "Oh yeah," like, "Yeah, sure." Like Like she just kept. Oh, well, how about dessert? I'll give you a little something. You want some baklava? Oh, I love baklava.
Oh,
yeah.
baklava.
Like,
now we're talking, bro.
Like, I don't know what all it was. She just kept shoving food in me. I'm going, yeah. Like, I'm not gonna say
Was
no.
it tzatziki? At least in the house, there had to be tzatziki. Sure.
Yeah, there was something that had tzatziki sauce to it. Like it was like, yeah, it was. But it was like this is a movie, right? Because I keep getting shit shoved in my face of food. Like, oh, you gotta have this. You gotta have
That's
this.
how it is. Look at me, bro. Why do you think I'm so fucking fat right now, bro?
Yeah. So yeah, then I did work out. Like I leg press 500 pounds.
Hey,
that was for,
you look good, man. The shoulders. There he is.
Yeah, there he is. There's my boy. We were at Immortal. That's backstage at Immortal Championship Wrestling. And then we got some matches in. We went and sat out front for a little bit to watch the matches. And then it was fun. Good time. Then we were backstage most of the time in Gorilla watching matches. So
that's cool, man.
Yeah, it was a good time. And then his dad got to drive, these exotic cars. His dad went.
Wait, he's got a Ferrari, old man?
No. These are cars. Like we went to a racetrack, and his dad, is one of these driving experiences where you can drive one of these high end cars.
Yeah, you're right.
So
right.
his dad drove that Porsche, that blue Porsche, the GT3, and
I
he
love
got to drive
GT3s
that.
are my favorite, bro. Is that a turbo one?
Yeah, that's his dad driving it right there. That's his dad in the
car.
car.
Yeah, you can say you're right. That's sick, man.
There
Your old man and his old man would get along like a house on fire for sure.
They're almost like peas in a pod, dude.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
I think it's his third. Yeah, because they're bringing the cars in, and then.
So
that's sick.
Yeah.
Look at Roman, more luscious and shit, bro.
There you go.
Yeah, look.
Pedal to metal, John.
Beautiful ever. His dad's name is John.
I tell myself all the time.
So you went on a full-on excursion with Triple D, huh? This is taking you all around town and shit.
After Sunday church, we went to church on Sunday.
Oh no, you did it, bro! Did you go to a Greek church?
Yeah, dude.
No way.
Dude, and that cracked me up so much.
That's what you did, the whole Greek experience, bro.
Oh no! I'll tell you about that.
All right.
So after that,
golf,
we went and played golf. We went to his golf course to like eat, and then he's like, "I want to play golf." I'm like, "All right." I said, "I suck real bad." And but yeah,
he's probably really good, huh?
Oh, he can bomb, and ladies, he's legal. Look at that.
Look at these sexy legs. Wait, is he still with his girlfriend, by the way, or is he? Oh, they split up. No shit.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, there's his sister.
Yeah,
damn,
this
sucks.
After church. So before all that, after church, we went to church and we had bagels in the parking lot and
the bagels.
Let's talk about church, right? So we're at church. Show up. They say, "Oh, we need to leave about like 9 something." I'm like, "All right, cool." And then we get there. So we get there at 10:30, like 9:30. Okay, because it's an hour because it's in Syracuse. So 10:30.
So they drove an hour to go to their. Is that their church in Syracuse?
Yeah,
they don't go to a local one. Like I've got a Greek church where I am. No shit, 2 streets away.
Yeah, that's
like for example, right? Wow, damn, that's
closest
a bit of
a Greek church and all that. So we pull up, and I hear masses going, but like the mom get the candles and all that.
Did you hear that?
Gives me one. Like, all right, cool, and I do it, and I do my
candle.
Thing. Yeah, the incense stick.
Oh yeah, the blessing. It's a blessing, bro.
Yeah, and I do that, and I take my and they kiss the icons, and we go.
Did you do a cross too while you kissed the icons?
No, I didn't. That wasn't.
Oh, you had to do a cross, bro, and then you kissed the icons.
I'm not Catholic, and I grew up in Catholic school. I understand how
I'm fucking with you.
Right? So I'm walking in. We all sit. So it's Triple D's right by the aisle, then me, then Rose, and then their mom is right next to us. And Rose is not big into church, and I'm kind of shit on the church a little bit too. So we're having fun.
Yeah, neither do I. I mean, I don't go anymore, but
So at one point, I'm having fun, and I know Catholic, I know that Greek Orthodox and Catholic masses are structured similarly. Like Greek Orthodox is
they're technically the same church. It's a schism between the Catholic Church and the
Like Greek Orthodox says is what traditional old school Latin based.
Right, exactly. That's why it's called Orthodox. It's the original way of doing it, right? So yeah.
So we're in there, like the guys, waving the stuff, and we're like at communion time, and we got there at like 10:30, and they said, "Oh, we're early." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." So I'm not expecting the service to have started. And so Rose says something about, whatever. And her mom shakes her head, and Triple D's like, "Oh, Rose is already saying something." She's like, "No." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, I thought you did," because I would have been happy because I was hoping that he was going to put some Tony Chachere's or some kind of seasoning on that before we get it. because I can't see what he's got. I don't know that they do actual loaves of bread. Like they
do every time, dude. Every time you go, like that's the standard.
The wafers, right? Like the Catholic wafers,
right? Yeah.
So we're laughing and we're having a good time, and then Triple D gets up for communion, and none of us go, and then we do our thing, and I'm like, wait, we're at communion. That means we're halfway to not 3/4 the way done the service. Because I understand how church, but like, okay, Orthodox.
It's all the same similar thing. Let's be honest, Yeah.
So, and they said we were early. I'm like, all right. I'm trying to stay in my brain and processing this a little bit. So then at the end of the service, everybody gets up to the outside to walk to the center to get more bread, and I guess kiss the priest, whatever, and get more bread before you walk out.
Right.
So we all do that. We're all in line, and we're waiting our way to get up there. And I say, Triple D, hey, like, what time does service start? He goes, 10. And it's because you said we were early, but we're in the middle of Mass at communion. He goes, oh yeah, we don't want to get here until 10:45. Like, the fuck? You come for 50? You drive an hour for 15 minutes of church?
Yeah, that's nuts, bro.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
Like, it was wild. It cracked me up. And so then, like his mom goes, Rose goes, he goes. And right as because I'm not interested in getting bread and kissing the priest's ring and all that shit.
I know. I hate that too, bro. But
so he does that, and right as he steps up, I just slip right on by real quick, like real ninja-like.
Oh, full fucking done the like
and then then Rose and his mom turn around, Miss Helen and Rose turn around, and I'm right there, and then Triple D's, and he's like, he's looking back at me to see what I'm already past him, like, and they're all like, what? I was like, yeah, I'm Texas Ninja,
Yeah, you should have gone, yeehaw, around here.
So yeah, and look,
the Greeks would have been looking at you, probably talking in Greek, like thinking.
But it was a good time. We had so much fun. It was.
Did any Greek walk up to you and say, "You Greek? You Greek"?
No, because I was with them the whole time. So I think they assumed. Oh, Jimmy, you didn't get to see this the other day, so I'm going to show this screen. I know we probably should have finished this earlier, but I'm going to share this with you too, because you didn't get to see this, last week because I didn't, I had a rough week. So one of the things we did is I went to, Ring of Honor had their pay-per-view on July 26th here in Arlington. We went to they're doing the residency.
I remember you telling me you were going to go, right? Yeah. So
yes. Well, look who went with me.
How did she like it?
Yeah, she had a good time.
Look at your hand. Look where your hand is positioned there, John.
Can you blame me?
I'm just laughing.
Like, I'm punching way out of my
the sneaky. That's how you become Greek now, John.
Yeah, look, I'm punching way out of my league, as somebody said earlier this week. But yeah, we're there. It was a good time.
Fuck them, bro. Don't worry about what they say.
No, we had a good time, and she liked Wheeler. So Wheeler Yuta is a friend. Aaron Matchovich at Jackson Stone, who we've talked about before, who's a buddy of mine. Him and Wheeler are best friends. So she liked the Pure Rules match, and Wheeler Yuta, she liked that match because of the kind of the more realistic Aikido Jiu-Jitsu. She's an MMA girly, right? So she liked that aspect of it. So after the match, she wanted to there's a bar in this kind of back corner that you can't see, kind of like over here. There's a little bar area.
I could sort of see it. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right there. And so we went and get there. So I saw Jackson during that match. I sent him a picture saying, hey, I see your boy. And he sent me a picture, back, and we figured out, and we looked at each other across the arena. So we're getting a beer. And I see him, and he waves over, and I said, hey, man, you want anything from the bar? He said, no, we're talking. And, so she got to meet Wheeler and say hey and stuff like that. And then she liked the Red Velvet match. She enjoyed Red Velvet and watching that match and watch her win the title from the pay-per-view. And then we didn't quite stay till the end, like was Briscoe versus Roderick Strong. When that match started, we left, but she liked the women's death match. It was Layla Hirsch versus
legit Layla Hirsch.
Versus Diamante in that
would have been a bit of a war.
Texas death match. And she liked it. She thought death matches were cool. So I'm like, oh, okay. When GCW,
but why'd you leave? Oh no, don't take it to GCW, bro. Not while he does some wacky shit, bro.
And I told her, look, I'm wearing a T-shirt with because we were going to see Lady Frost. We couldn't catch up with her, and that was okay. But like, I was wearing Lady Frost shirt and those shorts, right? And then she dressed like that. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, you're gonna be the best dressed woman there. If there's women there.
I know, 100%. Right? Was she?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, and so we're look. At one point, I had to give some wrestling nerd a death stare because like we were
just pegging at your missus.
Not intentionally. Like so, we were turning. So we turned
okay, one of these ones, like.
No,
you know what I mean?
No. Like so we're kind of third, fourth row back from the ringside,
from the front.
The entrance ramp, kind of where it's a little bit more open, but not quite. So there's maybe 1 or 2 chairs in front of us, and then it's open because I know she doesn't like super big crowds, and then we're maybe like 4 seats from the edge. So neat setup and liked it, cool. So we get up to see who's coming out from the ramps in one of the matches. And so nerdy guy next to like does whatever. And I guess I couldn't see. I thought maybe he hit her with his arm because his arm came up and she did like that. And she said he stepped on her.
And then, no shit.
And so he turns around and goes, oh, sorry. And I don't like the way he says sorry because he's like smiling and giggling, sorry.
So you think he did that on purpose?
Whether he did or not, I don't know.
Sounds a bit weird, dude, to me. Like,
but if you're gonna apologize for something, you don't just like, sorry. Like, so. And of course, Ashley is whatever, and I'm standing over her. And this guy is probably not much taller than Ashley, too, though, and like real wrestling nerd, rotund, whatever.
Oh, so you would have just given him a backhanded slap, and he would have dropped anyway.
I was already ready to bitch slap him, and so he's doing that, and I'm like I just
maybe he was nervous though. He could have been nervous. You know, how some people are like that, right?
Whatever,
you know what I mean?
But like. Still, I understand, but still, if you step on like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like,
yeah, I know.
I'm sorry. Like, no, like if I do something like, oh, I'm so sorry, I did not like. I stop what
Absolutely
I'm doing.
Right.
And then he's like, say, sorry, and then I'm like,
and okay, see, that's where he crossed the line now.
So he goes, I'm so sorry. Like he changed the tone.
Oh, now he fucking
because
sees
I give him
right?
the death stare. Because I give him the death stare because he sees me.
Right.
He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And like Ashley kind of dug that. She thought that was cool. And then there was an asshole.
There's some extra brownie points. Yeah.
There's an asshole behind us who's getting real like he's yelling.
Rowdy?
Yeah, like
I hate that. There's always that one idiot that does that.
Not fucking shut up, right? Like and yelling like for the death match, he showed like he wasn't there in the beginning, and then he shows up when like kind of during the death match, started calling them girls bitches and like stuff like that. And I'm like, ugh. And Ashley has to move because he's behind her, and he spilt a little something. So
that's why you took off, huh? You're like, fuck this, I'm out of here.
She doesn't super big crowds. And so, but we were able to stay in the back for the rest of the night, like by the bar, and that was fine. And she was okay with that. And so we know next time if you go to a show.
Were there way too many fucking guys there, man, compared to females?
Yeah, it's a ring of honor.
Okay, that's even worse. Yeah, so that would have been even worse.
And I think, in a way, this guy behind me was special needs or something because like he was just not like the way he spoke made you think that too. And so, or he's just an AEW fan. I don't know.
Wow.
I
mean,
all kind of stuff. So we switched to kind of give it that buffer, and then he does something again, and almost spills on me. I'm like, hey, bro, calm yourself down. Like,
when he said that, I bet you he shut the fuck up because no one told him to shut the fuck up.
Not yet. So then he's like, oh, I'm sorry, man. And he starts yelling. So it's the Wheeler Yuta Lee Moriarty match, and he's just been going the whole time. And I don't even remember what he yelled at for something because there's nobody saying anything.
That's not the point, though.
And then, like, at one point, Lee Moriarty tells him, like, looks over at our area and goes, like,
so even he was like, shut the fuck up, basically.
Tells him, I was like, and so then I turned around and I said, and because he's still yelling a little bit, I said, when Lee Moriarty tells you to shut the fuck up, you shut the fuck up.
I know, because they don't usually do that, bro.
And one of the other guys was like, and so then he kind of calmed down from that point forward. Because, like, at this
everybody
point,
gave the death stare.
No, not everybody did, but I was the only one willing to say something. And, like, hey, Lee Moriarty told you to shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Like,
absolutely.
A professional wrestler from the ring is taking time to look at you and tell you, shut the fuck up.
You're literally distracting him. Like, he was obviously loud enough to the point where Moriarty was distracted, man.
Yeah. And
where he's like, I've got to tell these cunts to shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
like,
So, if it was what it was. We had a good time though. We enjoyed it. We went and got ramen after and had fun.
Had fun afterwards, huh? That's the way you said it.
We have fun a lot.
Fun times.
It's fun. Hey, when you're dating someone 10 years younger than you, it's always a lot of fun. So,
hey, congratulations on that, because that's hard to pull off these days, if you know what I mean, at our age, right? So
yeah,
absolutely. Well done on that one.
I was not planning on that, but like, we just clicked. Like, she's got her shit together though. You know, like she owns her own business. And look, I'm gonna tell you this right now, and I'm gonna tell this to everybody. I'm thinking about making a change. My job's just got like, I think I told you last week. You know, I had a rough week last week. Right. I'm mentally exhausted, and it's not getting better. There's a lot of shit going on that I really can't talk about, but you know, it's just a lot.
Dude, if you need time away, like, don't think like I know this is on the air we're talking, but
but no, you're fine. I appreciate it. I don't mind saying stuff on the air. I don't care. It's more
but you know,
it's more of just like she, I told you she's got a business. She owns all these things, and she's doing medical stuff behind the scenes, and her business is growing. She gave me a job offer to run her marketing and do her media and do networking and all this kind of stuff to help grow the business. And it's a really good job offer. And so this week while I'm at conference, I'm going to think about it. And I may be turning in my resignation to go work for her. And, because the pay is better, insurance I could put Jacob on without costing me anything extra. Because I found out from my ex that, she dropped his insurance because she couldn't afford it.
That means you have fucking healthcare covered too, like through her, right?
Yeah. And
so you'll be on the books and everything, properly,
full time doing everything and working for her. And I mean, I like her a lot. Like, I really like her a lot. Of everybody I've dated so far, this has been.
I know what you're saying. It's like you like her a lot, but you haven't crossed the line yet. Pun intended, TNA. Cross the line.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's shown me some things that I'm very appreciative of. But like, this is business.
But I'm saying bro, you like, are you gonna throw the fucking?
No, we're not there yet. We're not there.
That's what I'm saying. I feel weird saying that. That's
September
on the air.
September will be 6 months, and we're already talking about what's something we want to do for our 6-month anniversary. Because we're saying our official start date is. We started talking and went on a few dates in February, but March 16th is when I said, "Hey, I want to date you exclusively." And we weren't talking to anybody before then, but that's when officially, I'm going to do that. And I know it's working with people and you're dating, and they say not to do it, but you can too. I don't know. I'm really evaluating this and thinking about it, praying on it, figuring out if this is the direction I want to go. But things aren't getting better at my job. There's
a lot of bullshit politics happening at your job.
Yeah,
I hate that shit, dude.
I was a supervisor and running the company, but then now
same thing happened to me, bro. Same thing.
Whatever, and it's just all kinds of bullshit, and
they pissed me off to the point where I quit, right? Because I was just done. But that was the whole goal, though. You know what I mean? They do that.
But the things are brought up about other employees and nothing's being done about it because the executive director wouldn't do anything. Some stuff that's happened. Can
I ask, does your current employer, did they want to get people on contracts instead of being on the books, say?
No, because it's grant funded, so they have to be
on right.
Yeah. But
good.
But they don't document shit. Even when I turn in stuff to say, hey, this person's doing this, they don't do anything about it so that they can discipline them or fire them.
Well, clearly they must. I mean, they must like them if they're.
I don't know.
There's got to be politics, man, involved with that. I mean, sure.
There is, because here's the thing: the executive director doesn't do anything. She just talks shit about you behind your back. I know because I've heard what people said, what she said about me behind my back.
Oh, really? You busted it, or just someone else told you?
So yeah, I have other people tell me, and I'm like, I don't care. Okay, if you have a problem, come talk to me. If you have a problem, come talk to me. If I did something wrong, come talk to me. If not,
dude, they're all bored, bro. Especially these type of women at work, the older ones. They probably love talking gossip,
so
bro.
Overwhelmed and all this shit, and we take stuff off. But yet somehow got voted to a state board that it's called TASA. It's Texas
State Board.
Texas Association for Sexual Assault Awareness. And she's on that. But she's overwhelmed because she has all these things to do and da-da-da-da.
But she's the one that fucking, put that on herself. So don't complain when you're the one that accepted it.
Yeah,
I don't understand people that way that are like that, man. You made that choice, so fucking own it.
There's some stuff going on that we're under investigation with the officer of the governor and the office of the attorney general because of stuff that she did, and it got to them, and so like, but and it's like, and
that's
I got it confirmed
crazy
from outside parties who got that same letter in the email, and they confirmed some things that said, yeah, this. I mean, we saw some of these things which were in the email, so it's like. Like
that's
part of me wants to get out because it's like I don't want to get fucked up with all this. Like
the only thing though, John. Yeah, that's true, but just know, like maybe you won't like, it's hard. I don't know how you're gonna do this because you can't juggle 2 jobs, obviously. Like, but obviously, do you have? When do you take a break usually? Like, when do you take like a holiday leave?
Well, we have Labor Day coming up on the 2nd.
Oh no, I'm talking about like your actual your fucking, we call it fucking holiday leave right here, but what would it be called for you? Like when you take a couple of weeks off.
No, you just take vacation whenever. Like
vacation leave. There you go. That's what
you just take it whenever. Like it's just PTO, paid time off. So you just pick some time.
Paid time off, right?
You just pick whatever. There's no.
But I heard with America though, they're very like it's not easy to get that time. Like here, it's almost compulsory that you take it.
You have to get it approved. And you have to ask it for so much ahead of time and
like
all that.
Way ahead of time. See here, they encourage you to do it like every year. I used to take 8-week leave, man, with pay. And that was the best, dude. Like getting paid for 8 weeks and 8 weeks off. But every year it was the same. Like no matter what. No,
you get 2 weeks. You get 2 weeks or 10 days. You get 2 business weeks,
but that's a build up though. I'll build it up. Don't you guys like able to build up?
You can build up, but companies will cap it at a certain point. Like so, like for me, yeah, I got bumped because I've been here for 6 years now or more. I get built up to like so many hours, right? So they do it by hours, right?
And you would have heaps like banked up, dude. So if you were to leave, you should get a big payout, man.
Yeah. I think I'm almost at max because our executive, our financial executive said, hey, you need to start using more vacation time because you don't earn anymore and it's just sitting there. And you're not.
That's why I used to take those 8 weeks because of the same reasons. You know what I mean? Because I'll just bank it up.
But I think it caps at like 3 weeks now for me because I'm at 6. Because I think it's like 10 days. So then it goes to like 16 days or something like that. That the total hours that would equate to because I've been there so long, right? But that's it. So, but yeah, usually it's 1 week, maybe 2, is usually the typical time that Americans are giving off for PTO.
But yeah, because I hear stories like
sick time, you can accrue more and all that kind of stuff. But
well, that's different, right? I mean, everyone gets a sick pay. Like if you're sick, you're sick, man. I mean, what do? You know what I mean? But I find that interesting when I compare the Australian way of like you guys have got way more of a work mentality compared to us. Like Australians love taking time off, like as in they don't like working like for living per se. Like whereas in America you're working to live, man.
Yeah.
Like and that's the mentality, which is a good mentality, but at the same time, that's why people are like always uptight in some ways. You know what I mean? Because they have to be working. It's like work. You'd be fucked in the US, Yeah. Work.
Right.
Shout out to Rihanna. Let's go.
3:03. It's 1:02. I've got to go. I still got laundry
to do. So do I, bro.
I got stuff to do. And tonight, Ashley and I, with her kid, are going to a murder mystery dinner, and so that'll be fun. So, so we're gonna do murder mystery dinner tonight because last night was date night for her and I, and we had a good time. And then I took her to a new place that she's never been, a dumpling house that serves really funky, cool dumplings called the Pantry on Magnolia in Fort Worth. And then we got her Locust Cider, which is a big cider place that she likes.
Locust Cider?
Yeah, it's called Locust Cider.
I thought there was actual locusts in the friggin'
no, it's like
the drink, but
made out of Washington, and they use apples and they do specific things. And so they had a little place you can go drink, from tap, and then she got some 6-packs to take home. And yeah, we had a good night and stuff. And then tonight she's spending the day with her kid, and then tonight I'm meeting them for a murder mystery dinner. So because her kids are cool this week, so they're having kind of like a last kind of summer weekend today, and then
she's still in high school, right? Oh no, she's in college now.
No, Kit is starting her senior year.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say I remember because you showed me pictures.
Yeah,
I know she was like towards the end of high school anyway. But
Kit, they're in their senior year, starting, and they're in color guard. So so there's all kinds. So I've got football tickets to go to football games to watch them do color guard, and then they have competitions and stuff. So it'll be
before you go.
Yeah.
What is the American high school hours like, start and finish? Just out of curiosity.
So it varies, and of course, public schools, private schools, can differ. Like one school not far from here does 4 days a week, so they have a little bit longer days.
What?
They drop Fridays.
Wow, we don't have that here, man. 4 days a week. That'd be cool.
So most of them are 5 days a week. Here at RISD, the high school starts about, like, you have to get there at 8, and then they start about 8:15, and they get out at 4. So
wow, that's long, dude. See, for us, it's always been roughly like from 9 a.m. right till 3. But back in what's it called, elementary school, it was till 3:30 though. But it always start at 9 a.m.
Yeah,
finish between 3 or 3:30.
Here they start. Elementary is earlier, and they stagger the starts. So, like, if you have a kid in elementary and a kid in high school, you can get to those, or kid in elementary and kid in junior high. Or, you can do that. So they stagger the starts of those schools. So if you're a parent who has to get kids, one to an elementary and one to a junior high, you can do that. Or if you're at junior high and high school, you can stagger them accordingly. So
fucking 8:15 till like, till
for the high school.
4 o'clock. I mean, that's long, dude. It's
a long day.
They're long hours, bro. That's hectic, man. I didn't realize it was like that, man. Jeez.
Yeah. And so I think if that's the case, I think it's like 7:30 for elementary and 7:45 for junior high. Something like that.
No way. I'd be so moody, bro.
Yeah.
If I had to start school at 7:45, fuck that, bro. Like,
I had to start school at 7:30 when I went to a private school.
No, I went to a public school, so I don't know how the times could be different even here, even though I've got a lot of friends that went to private. But the thing is, from what I recall, it's still pretty similar though with the times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But 5 days a week.
We started earlier than like some of the other schools in our area, but like not much. We started about 7:30, and we were done by 3. Yeah.
But wouldn't that annoy you, like having to wake up even earlier, like than usual? Like, damn, school prison. What's the difference? I know, right? Revamped.
Yeah.
School. Hey, my high school is next door to Australia's most notorious prison, as a matter of fact. They shut it down now. Bro, we used to throw rocks over the fucking the wall. They would throw it back, dude. They would throw it back, man. We've had choppers land like on the ovals, bro, like on our fields, man. All sorts of weird shit. But yeah, it's shut down now. But look up Pentridge prison on the internet, and no shit, that was Australia's most notorious prison at one stage, man. It's not there anymore. The building's still there, but it's turned into cafes and all sorts of shit like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we're not here to talk that. We're supposed to go. We've gone a record over 3 hours and 7 minutes and counting. And and it's 4 a.m., just after 4 a.m. for me. So
I got to eat lunch. I've got to still get laundry done. Dude. I've got to shower. I got to get shopping done. And I got to get ready because I have to leave here at 4:45 because it's an hour drive to where we're going to do the murder mystery. So I got to get shit done in 3 hours.
All right, man. Well, have fun.
All right,
love
brother.
you, bro. It was good catching up. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you going to be around next week by any chance?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, all right, cool.
Because I don't. Yeah, because Ashley leaves for her guard weekend and going to Corpus on Wednesday. So this is kind of our last kind of together because I leave for conference tomorrow. And I'll be there till Thursday, and she leaves Wednesday for San Antonio to go to guard, and then because she's in the Air National Guard, so she has a guard weekend.
That's cool, man.
Her Corpus, she's going to be in her Corpus location, doing stuff there. Since she's already down there, so she'll be back the week after. So
right.
Yeah,
that's cool, man.
So
that means you'll be free for sure then next week.
Yeah.
Boys time.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
I didn't tell you, Jacob is registered for college. He's all in, and he starts that on August 27th. Is his first day of classes. He's going Tuesdays, Thursdays.
Wow.
He's going 7:30 in the morning.
Didn't he just finish high school this year, though?
Yeah, that's what you do. You go
and you go straight away like into college, like the same. See, here you take the year off after high school and then go into college the next year.
Because most people won't go if you take that year. They won't.
Wow.
No
shit.
You roll right into it. So he got everything situated.
That's crazy.
And he's starting. He's Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7:30 in the morning, and he's done by like 1 or 2.
Wow! Congratulations, by the way, man.
Lunch break, and then and look, we qualified for financial aid, so it cost us $0 to go to college. So
nice.
Yeah, it was. I think it was,
that is beautiful.
The school, we got $3,600 for him to go to college, and the school for him to take.
That's a government funding, or the school were funding that?
Government funding. Yeah,
it would be government. They do that here too, man. Like they do
I'm
that.
poor, poor.
Right. Absolutely, bro. Are you kidding? You take advantage of that shit.
And then the community college, so junior college, community college. So for him to take 12 hours, which is full load, it's $2,000. So they're mailing us a check for $1,500. He goes, Papa, they're mailing us a check for $1,500. I said, no. They're mailing me a check for $1,500.
I was gonna say that. Are you gonna give him a?
I might.
Are you gonna give him anything?
I might give him a taste. But,
give him a couple of $100. That's it. That's
I may give him $5.
All right, that's being a nice guy. That leaves you $1,500. I mean, you can't.
That leaves me $1,000 to take care.
Oh well, still you can't complain.
Yeah, no, it's good. So he starts that soon, so that'll be fun. I'm excited for him to do that since we weren't sure.
I can't believe how much he's growing, dude. That's what's weird to me.
Yeah, he's
like seeing him grow up, even though I don't talk to him or nothing. Yeah, that's good, man. And he fucking done well, man. I was like, wow, I'm impressed. Look at what he did. Look at him.
Like father, like son.
I know both of you.
We punch out of our league, man.
Well, look, man. I don't know your son like I know you, obviously, but if he's anything like you, he definitely looks like you.
Yeah.
Hey, man, doesn't matter punching above. People say that about me too, but man, you're obviously both great people. You know what I mean? So that's all that matters, dude. Don't worry about that bullshit. People are haters, dude.
Yeah. Well, Canada Spaceman says bye-bye. I guess that means we need to bye-bye. We only
have true.
left, so let's make our way.
Yeah, let's go. We're boring people to death now with our life stories.
We're catching up with each other.
Yeah.
All right, Jimmy, thank you for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you as
Peace
always
out.
for being here on the Smack Attack. We hope you have a great week this week. Tune in next week as we, on the same time, same station, as we check in and sweep the leg of SmackDown next week and see what happens as we show up and show out with what the best is in professional wrestling. Make sure you check out Channel Attitude. Make sure you check out the brand. Make sure you pay that $5 a month for the best talk in wrestling. And join us again here next week as we talk SmackDown and all of that other shit in between. So, ladies and gentlemen, until next